What is up, everyone?
Yeah, just about the same.
I was gonna say I did not feel it.
I changed it. I did work on it. I moved it down like 5 notches, but I guess it didn't work. But it's all right. It's all right. Episode 16 of the podcast. Big episode today. We have Shane Darcy joining us today.
Howdy, how's it going?
Are we supposed to give a round of applause?
No, absolutely. I think actually you're supposed to boo. I think you were supposed to boo.
No, I'm not gonna boo him.
Boo!
There,
I booed.
Go for it.
I expected that.
Yeah.
Boo.
What's going on?
So yeah, how's everyone doing?
This man's wearing a backup jersey, bro. A backup QB jersey.
Hey, he's starting next year.
How do you know?
Nagy's gone. He was the problem.
So he's gonna come back to the. Okay, all right. Makes no sense. Stupid.
Anyone do anything over the weekend or the past week?
Ian,
Shane,
what did you do? No.
Shane,
what did Ian do?
Oh, Ian, go ahead. Ian, what'd you do?
What did I do?
Ian, are you like backed up against the wall?
Dude, I'm half awake right now, dude.
Are you in bed?
Yeah, I'm not getting out of bed for this shit, dude. Like, I got myself looking like somewhat together, so we're good. We're fully gaming it right now.
Oh, okay, all right.
I had to put the team on my back one more time.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead,
thing.
MJ. Go ahead.
Sorry.
So does Taco Bell still come to the door? Or like, how's that gonna work for you?
It's probably through the window.
Yeah, how is that? It's a tradition, so how is that gonna work?
You know, I haven't even thought of that. I think
they could just leave it at the door.
I got to be honest with you guys. I think it'd be horribly irresponsible of me to put Taco Bell in my body right now, given the circunstances.
That being said, I'll take a 5-piece chicken wing.
Part of me kind of wants to see what would happen.
The chicken, those deer ankles, bro. Ain't nobody want to eat those deer ankles. Get out of here.
Yeah, Mike,
dude.
Mike,
Did you see Subway?
Yeah, Mike, didn't you try it?
The Subway do. Subway got wings now?
Yeah, Subway's got wings.
Oh, come on, bro. Those are deer calves.
Subway does not have wings, dude.
There's no.
I saw it on Twitter, so I guess
I
well, then it's gotta be true. I did
it's on Twitter. It's gotta be true.
I did try them on Sunday,
and
they made me sick. Do not.
Wait, what?
Don't even get them to try. They're awful.
Dude, why does Subway? Dude, Subway does have wings.
Oh wait,
yep. Here.
Wait, we have a share option. Let's share this shit. What is?
I'm pulling it up.
Marshall Lynch just yells at you to eat wings as the commercial.
It's Charles Barkley, bro. Oh no,
that doesn't look good at all.
That looks like someone ordered wings and then someone
threw it in the
Subway
Subway box.
So, yeah, no, wait. Are you sure somebody just didn't order the Subway pizza
I
and
don't
then had
know.
wings next to them?
I don't know.
Because Subway pizza's a thing.
Those wings don't look familiar. Is that true?
There's no way.
It was made out of bat skin.
Jesus.
Did the Taco Bell wings taste like tacos?
No, they legitimately made me sick. I only had one and it comes in a 5. They basically are like extremely crispy, like they were left in the air fryer way too long. They have like this queso dust all over them, dude.
Oh, no.
The only thing that's good is the spicy ranch, but that already comes on a gordita crunch anyway, so
yeah,
I'm not fire.
Yeah,
but
I'm not going on my way to go get some
crunch,
Taco Bell wings.
Did you get the Baja Blast at least?
Of course. The Baja Blast Zero is always the move every single time.
If you don't get a Baja Blast at Taco Bell, like what are you doing, man? Just don't even go to Taco Bell at that point.
Or even the freeze is good. Either option. But they were not good, man. I highly recommend never getting them ever.
They're $6 for 5 wings.
Yeah, and it's kind of a ripoff too. Like they're not even that meaty because they leave them in the fryer for 10 minutes. So they should
have put it in like a box thing, like as a side.
Yeah,
that's what they should have done.
I mean, I agree, but I'm not going back there right now. I'm also going through dry January. I took a day off on Friday, so it's going to extend into February. But dry January is in full effect.
Dry what?
What? What do you mean dry what?
Dry what?
You ever heard anything of like dry January before? Like on social media or anything?
Oh no, I never heard of that.
Okay, well basically dry January is you don't like, drink alcohol or like do stuff for the month of January.
Oh, okay. Well, congratulations, then.
Thank you. I'm trying. We're trying. So we're only about halfway there, but
hey, I'm 19 years strong.
Well, wait, Mike, didn't you already fail it technically?
No. So I asked the committee, and because I had a friend visiting in town, I'm extending the one date into February. I've already asked. I got it approved. I did it in advance.
There's a committee? Whoa, Mike. What was that? What's that in the red cup? Whoa, no. What is that?
Lemonade.
Hey, not everybody has to participate in Dry January. I'll tell you.
In a red solo cup?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
I started Felipe's Shaq's workout program on Monday. It's pretty good, kicking my butt. It's only 3 days, but 7.5 weeks to go. Yeah, shout out Felipe.
Yeah, I'm trying to be in his garage.
Yeah, I live across the country. Otherwise, I would probably sign up for a session or two. But yeah,
let's see. Let's see. Can I pull it up?
I gotta rent out a room in there.
Find it real fast. I'll pull it.
Is it his garage at home?
I don't know. I hope.
I thought he's in Mexico.
No, he's back.
He's right now.
He's back. Mm-hmm. So we should just show up to his garage.
There you go. The lift shack right here.
Hey, that's me. My name's right there. Look at that. I made it.
Yep, I did buy the program.
Which one?
The 8 weeks.
Yeah, there's two. But no, wait, which one? There's two different ones. There's the private.
Mike probably didn't get the private workout.
Yeah, I don't think he's not FaceTiming me for an hour at Lifetime Fitness. So I got
not in a Zoom call for an hour.
One. Yeah, I got the one where I'm not with him directly.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it was good. I mean, it's good so far.
Has he checked in with you and had discussions?
Yeah. So he asked me initially.
It's part of the things, bro. Weekly check-in. Come on.
Yeah, in the beginning, and obviously it hasn't been a full week, but I asked questions about some of the workouts that are on there, and he answers pretty fast. So I highly recommend it. It's so far it's definitely a good workout.
Now, hey, and everyone, if you do sign up, mention Mike's name because you both get a free week.
Oh, we're friends. Oh, Mike! I think he's got some deals in there, baby. Okay.
Yeah. Well, and Felipe, where the heck is the merch? I want that blue and a hoodie. Where is it? I'm gonna need that.
See, I asked him about it. He said it's coming out soon. So.
Whoa! Is this you just leak information?
I don't have a release date. So
you just break some news.
Per sources.
Okay. Interesting.
Well, shit. I feel like I talked the entire time. Did you guys do anything fun this week?
Well, Shane, you were telling us about something yesterday about your flying.
Yeah, so I got to fly VIP, I guess. Went to Detroit and picked up Coach Dwayne Casey, just for him to get smacked by the Bulls.
I was about to say, Shane, you probably been at that game made closer, man. If you were coaching that damn game,
you might as well just flown him to Buffalo Wild Wings to get him a 50-piece at that point. You might as well just flown him straight there.
Wings.
Yeah, you could have just flown to Detroit and gotten 50 wings. Could have got the 50-piece either way.
He was a really nice guy, at least. He was a really nice guy.
What's he gonna do? Be a prick and lose by 50? No.
Hey, he was the coach of the year a couple of years ago. Relax. And he was coach of the year, and then they got rid of him after being coach of the year.
Was he with the Raptors when they won the championship, or no?
Not when they won.
That was Nick Nurse, but like a year or two before that, Dwayne Casey, he was the coach of the year, and they got rid of him.
Gosh, that's crazy. Be like being a good coach, like having a good run of games.
And then they just get rid of you.
Can you imagine a franchise doing that?
Isn't it rude?
That's
more on that later.
Imagine. I could not imagine doing something like that.
They literally did that to Matt Nagy.
That is true.
Yeah. No, they didn't.
Joe
Judge, come on.
Oh, because he was great.
Adam
he
Gates.
didn't deserve it.
Because he was so good. Because he showed it. He showed.
All right. Well, we kind of got into it, so let's just go ahead, Mike. Go ahead, take us away. What do you got for NBA?
So I don't know if you guys have been following any just trade things going on, but now according to leaked sources inside the 76ers organization, they're looking to trade Tobias Harris and Ben Simmons together. I don't know if you guys know how much each one of those guys make, but it's around like $35 million. That is a massive, massive haul. that I don't know any team that has the cap space to take on both of those guys.
It's like multiple teams would have to be involved in this.
Exactly. So what I do think with the surgery going on, with their placement right now, they're currently 10th in the West because the West is just absolutely atrocious. But I do think this is possibly enough to get Damian Lillard because that's two very good guys, play different positions.
Hold on.
CJ McCollum's still there. Go ahead.
Hold on. Dame might be out for the year.
I don't think so.
But he will 6 to 8 weeks.
Not only is it worth it, even if he's out for the entire year, I still think that the 76ers would have to add something. That's how valuable Damian Lillard actually is. And he's on a very long contract. Joel Embiid would love it and welcome it with open arms, even if he sits out the entire year. I think they'd still do it.
So they're sacrificed this year?
100%.
You think
100%.
So? Okay.
Well, now you're out of Ben Simmons' contract, which is like roughly 3 more years. You're out in that whole debacle. That's gone. You're out of Tobias Harris's contract to that. I feel like he's pretty stagnant at 20-ish points a game right now and still makes ridiculous amount of money. And then, but the only other issue with that in Portland is you're going to have 3 guys that are pretty much all max money, and that not all guys are worth max money on that team. So maybe if there's another suitor for McCollum or something, but I do think that's a team that Trailblazers pick up the phone. And that's something, a third team, like you said, would have to get involved. Somebody who's looking to get a salary cap dump or something with a crazy amount of money. There's so much money to be had.
I saw Houston involved too for Tobias.
Yeah, I saw it. I mean, I just don't know why Houston would. Like, there's not really, Tobias isn't a guy or like, that's going to
OKC has the most cap. They're the only ones not in the negatives.
Well, of course, they got Josh Giddey. That guy makes more money on TikTok than in the league, so no need to pay him.
No disrespect to Josh Giddey. Come on.
No, none. They're a super young team. I mean, no disrespect at all, but I really just don't see a team that would be like the value of Tobias Harris and Ben Simmons is actually insanely high. Ben Simmons is still a young player. You guys know I like him a lot still, but I do think if there's any actual offer that makes the Trailblazers like, okay, maybe we should pick up the phone and entertain something, it's this. But I don't know who that third team would be. And their cap situation is, I mean, it would get worse, but I think they would go full just dump, but that's still 2 talented guys, and then they just trying to dump out the rest. I think CJ McCollum has a lot of injuries right now and pretty much a lot of career-ending one that's going on right now. It's like something hyperextended or whatever for McCollum. I can't remember the exact injury, but I just didn't know if you guys saw that or what your thoughts were on like 2 of those dudes at $70 million. Like, who is the Thunder would not do that? No,
I don't see that. Well, no. They're too worried about the 50 draft picks they have.
Yeah,
they're scouting the 7th graders right now.
I don't know if this is something that's just like making teams wonder, like, oh man, they really are just dumping everybody, and then they start asking about other players on the 76ers roster, like Maxey or even like Thibault, who I really like defensively. He's a stud, but I don't know. Ben Simmons is supposed to be meeting today with Clutch Sports and the team and trying to see if there's any progress. I don't think there will be. I think he's ready to be done.
That already happened, didn't it?
What I don't know. I didn't read any of the story. I just kept getting tweets that they were supposed to meet, or there was like a story on it.
They met and they got nowhere.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's kind of what I already had assumed without reading the story. So, I mean, his time's done. He'll never play for them again. I don't think I'm at a point now confidently where I can say that. But I just am curious because like you said, Dame's out for this amount of weeks, but I mean, it's kind of similar to the KD situation. Like 30 teams are at the door waiting, giving him a max deal for 4 years. Like, it doesn't matter about his Achilles. It doesn't matter. Like, that's when you have a talent that's that good. It doesn't matter. Like
I'd be a little hesitant on Dame.
I mean,
I would. I'd be a little.
He's
having the worst season. He's having the worst shooting season of his career. That abdomen is really bothering him. I'd wait.
That's a whole.
That's just me.
Yeah, but that's a top 2 point guard in the entire league.
Not this season.
Okay, well, if we're going off one season of play, then the Atlanta Hawks stink, and they were just in the Eastern Conference Finals. So, like, if we're going off of like small windows of like talent, probably arguably at the end of it, maybe a Hall of Fame player, like that's crazy. So you do it for Joel Embiid as well. Like to have somebody that's playing right next to him, if you want to make some noise in the East, like that is something that you pull the trigger on that. There's no other point guard that's on the open market that'd pair better with Joel Embiid, in my opinion. And if there is, I'd love to hear it because I don't think that exists. Secondly, other second topic is Klay Thompson is back. I'm really surprised by how athletic he still looks. I know he was out for like 2 seasons, but like he's just gotten right back into it. I did cash on the over 2.5 threes in his first game. He did have 3. So that was pretty exciting to see. But I mean, I know the Warriors are excited that he's back. It was a fun game to watch, fun to see. The opening was dope. He's been out since 2019, but it was cool to see him back. The team is deep. The team's scary good. I know there's
man played 20 minutes and shot 18 times. My God.
All he needs to do, that's it. And just go over there, shoot. I'm trusting him with the ball just as much as Steph Curry to shoot from pretty much everywhere on the court. Stud. I don't really know anybody that doesn't like Klay Thompson, honestly. He's probably one of the most liked players in the entire league.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Shane,
pretty
do you
exciting
like him?
to see.
Of course, he's a splash brother.
Yeah, so
He's a fellow 3-point specialist.
yeah, so there's, I mean, so I'm super excited and happy he's back. He impressed me already after the couple of games that he's there. Noah, I just want to hear your thoughts. Your first place Suns, that's great, but I got to talk about Devin Booker's free throw yesterday against the Toronto Raptors with the mascot situation. I just want to get your first.
Why are we
thoughts.
talking about this before we're talking about the Grizzlies? That's rude. But go ahead.
I have a checklist, so I'm just asking.
Go ahead.
I'm just asking what
I think.
Yeah, well, I didn't know if Devin Booker thought he was playing in the WNBA or the NBA.
Yeah, no.
Why are you getting distracted by mascots?
I don't know what he was doing. He was whining a lot, but
you're a grown
at least
man.
at least he's having fun with it. He's having fun with it. Leave him alone.
That to me does not look like he's having fun. That looks.
Look
like
at his profile picture. Go look at his profile picture. Go look at his profile.
We will. Hold on.
Well,
he said they made up. So
yeah, come on. Yeah, thank you,
sure,
Shane.
but
that's hilarious.
Like, in that
hey,
moment,
these were big free throws, and he just wanted to make them.
I don't know, man. It's kind of soft.
And I will say, I'm gonna give props to Ziggy's team, the Raptors. The Raptors are a good team. They outplayed the Suns like crazy. The Raptors they can rebound. They can play some defense too. They're a pretty good team.
Yeah, I mean, props to him for realizing he was a big ass baby during the game, and
yes, he definitely after the game he definitely because he was a baby.
Yeah, but I just had to get the first initial thoughts on that. Yeah, Memphis Grizzlies, who kind of just spoke the words real quick. They're on a 10-game winning streak. Ja Morant is balling. Did you guys see the block heard around the freaking world that he jumped basically over the freaking mini square on the backboard? It was absolutely crazy. Most improved player. I think we had it literally the first week that he was most improved, at least the top of mind.
Well, he's in the MVPs discussion now.
Has to be. I mean, he has to be. In the Grizzlies are, I think, top 4 in the West right now. It's pretty much the top 4 teams in that West, and then 5 through 10 are within like 4 games. The West is atrocious. They're just atrocious. Like it's honestly embarrassing.
It's top heavy.
Yeah, it's embarrassing, and it's So here we go. I've seen Shane do that in FABA only a couple times, but like in an NBA game,
I've never seen
crazy
it
because
Danny told me to do it, so I had.
Yeah, you must have been watching the wrong games, Mike. You must have been watching the wrong games.
No. As long as Darcy's out there after 10:30 in the morning on North Gym, then he can do that. I've seen him do it. It just have to be. It can't be a FABA game. Can't start at 9. Otherwise, he's just not awake yet.
Okay.
Ziggy was there for my double doubles every game. He was logging them.
That is true.
Yeah. But I mean MVP stuff. I don't know. Obviously, you got to talk about him. He's been balling like crazy. But I still got Giannis at number 1, which I just don't know if the league will do that. I really wish it was LeBron James, as it really should be. But I just can't. I can't win. I can't win.
It's because his team sucks. That's why.
That's what I was just gonna say. I was like, not only can I not win, but the Lakers.
Neither can the Lakers. They can. Oh, they're bad. Oh, God. Yeah. Russell Westbrook is gone.
I got
He ain't that
They're
old.
old. They're
Russell
old.
Westbrook's
And,
oh, the team is old.
Yeah, the team's
yeah.
old.
I mean, you got
No, the
Trevor
prob-
Ariza coming off the bench. Like, come on, bro. What is this?
Carmelo.
The-
Hey, Melo's good. Relax. Melo's probably their best player on the bench.
Yeah, I like Malik Monk too, but I really think the
Malik
biggest
Monk has been
problem
playing
is
pretty
they put their trust in a guy that just doesn't want to take the leap. I know he's injured right now, but like even when he was back, like I don't know if he's scared with the lights, like whatever it is, but like this is supposed to be his mantle. Like this is supposed to be his team. He's supposed to easily slowly progress into being his. Talking about Anthony Davis, and
Yeah.
it's just not happening. Like it's not.
He was supposed to be the 1A to LeBron's 1B. Pretty much, that's what it was supposed to be.
It's almost to a point where it's like he got his one ring. Like he's in LA. He makes close to 40. Like I'm done. I don't care. It is what it is. I'll enjoy LA over actually winning basketball games. But LeBron's numbers are absolutely absurd. I mean, 1.5 steals, basically 2 steals a game, 1 block a game, and 29 points. I mean,
Yeah.
he's balling out, but like it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating.
How old is he now?
37.
37.
Damn.
Yo,
Yeah, this is
that
this
is
is
crazy.
it's an
That is
incredible
crazy.
season that's not being looked at because they're 500.
Yeah. He's gonna pass Kareem's. I don't know. Is that fair to say? Or how do you
yeah.
guys? I think
Yeah, I mean he wants to play till his kids in the league, so that's like what 3 years. Yeah, he'll get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and if that's the case, I mean, once that happens, we'll be right here discussing who is number 1 all time. But that's a debate for another day. Or is anyone concerned about Brooklyn? They're 4-6 over the last 10.
Yeah, they can't beat
Harden,
good teams. Yeah.
Yeah, Harden is back today against the Bulls. I think Kyrie is also playing today. So we'll see. But man, I just don't. I mean, I don't know. And it's so crazy because every time Kevin Durant has an amazing game, it's Kevin Durant is the best player and LeBron who. But like when he has a shitty game, you can hear a pin drop on the timeline because no one has anything to say about Kevin Durant's bad games. No one has anything to say that he's not a leader, this, that, yada, yada. I only hear about GOAT. I know, like, he's averaging 30. I get it, okay? He's nasty.
I was about to say he's averaging more than LeBron.
I never hear it. And it's just frustrating because, like, you can't have all the good and not get, like, any of the criticism or the bad. Obviously, he left for Golden State and got a lot of shit there. But, like, when he has bad games, like, why doesn't he get the same coverage? Like, oh, is he falling? Is he doing this? Like, yada, yada, yada. Like, why is there a bad game? Like, I don't know. It's annoying to me. Feels like there's a lot of haters.
Honestly, I don't remember when did Kevin Durant have a bad game?
He
That's
shot
my
8 for
question.
24. He shot 8 for 24 in one of their losses.
Right here.
I just can't.
I mean,
see it.
he's
It's on a
second.
smaller screen,
He's
but-
second in the league in minutes, and like his co-stars haven't been playing. He's like dragging it by himself. So, and then on top of it, like LeBron's doing the same thing in LA right now, but there's not a large camp of the general populace saying that Kevin Durant's the greatest player of all time. So, like, he's not going to have that scope.
But there's a large scope of saying that he's the best player in the league. So if that mantle is
I think
the case,
he's the
then-
best scorer. He's the best scorer in the league.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if that's the case and that's what LeBron was for so long, like, why aren't you getting the same criticisms when you don't play as great of a game? That's like the only thing.
Because LeBron's is on a different. He's on a different level, LeBron. So he's gonna get criticized.
Right. So
more.
why is no? That doesn't make sense because like if he has a huge resume to show like all the positive he's done, like why is he still getting nitpicked on a game where he shoots under 40% or something? Like that's the MO. I don't really understand.
I don't know the answer to that.
Like I think it's just because there's a lot of haters, but.
I don't really look into that type of stuff, to be honest. I mean, we both know they're both good. Like, it happens. It's basketball. Whatever.
I don't know. I just don't get. I don't get why it's not the same energy. That's all. And maybe I'll never get it. I don't
LeBron's
know.
LeBron's a polarizing figure. You know that.
But KD loves attention too. He loves starting Twitter beefs. He loves. I mean, he also thinks he's the greatest as well. Like I don't blame him. He should.
I'm sure all these players that we're looking at think they're the greatest.
Wait, does Steph really is Steph really the number 1 odds of MVP?
Yep. This is updated as of Monday.
He's been playing pretty bad.
Per BetMGM.
Yeah, am I getting plus odds on Giannis?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd go Giannis here with these.
Might have to get Office and go put that in. Shout out Jokic in there. And LeBron.
Why is Russell Westbrook on this list? No, like why is he on this? I don't care what. Like I should have better odds than him.
Dude, Rudy Gobert was like in the top
above Paul
5
George.
like a couple weeks
Yeah,
ago.
he hasn't played. Yeah, he's on the COVID list.
That's
So
crazy.
when you don't play, you're gonna get sent down a lot more.
Dame Doll is on there, but
That's all. He ain't gonna get that. Paul George ain't gonna get
That's
it.
all I
He's
have.
out. Well, Paul,
Is it a regular
all I had
season award
yeah,
for MVP?
yeah.
Paul George might be out for the year too. That also came out.
Yeah, I think Kawhi
And
might
I'm
be
sure
out for the entire year.
And if Paul George doesn't play, Kawhi's not gonna play. It would make no sense if one of them plays.
I agree.
me
Tyler
DeRozan.
Hero has had the 6th Man of the Year award since the beginning of the year. That's a good point that Noah made last week, I think, about like starting a certain amount of games if like we'll disqualify him. Maybe down the road, but I mean right now it's Tyler Hero's award. But
With the
that's all I
COVID
got.
stuff, somebody can get in protocol, and then Tyler Hero can step in and get started. So you never know.
yeah. But yeah, that's a trade deadline is I think like in a month or a month and a half. So that's the best time. The Woj and the Shams notifications are always on, and I'm cooking. So super excited. And seeing red, go Bulls!
Got a big
kidding me?
game tonight.
Big game.
I'm excited. I was very confused. I thought it was in California because it was at 9. I didn't know they were home and playing the Nets. I was really confused.
They played at 9 yesterday too.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, when they played the Pistons, it was a night game.
It was
It was
7.
late.
It was 7.
I mean, they're all night
I
games.
thought it was.
No.
It was
'cause I thought
7.
9
It was-
o'clock.
it was 7.
It is a
It
night
was
game.
done.
Sorry.
Yeah, but they're playing at 9 Central.
No, it was.
So it's gonna end at
9 o'clock, I'm
midnight.
pretty sure yesterday.
At what?
I mean, it
Pretty sure
wasn't. I can just tell you it wasn't because
Yeah,
I
well,
Yeah,
watched
I
it.
mean,
I'm
I think
looking
by-
right now. I'm looking right now.
I'm
looking right now.
positive.
I
it
was
either
at
7.
work
I think it was
watching
7.
Or maybe
It
I
was
was. Maybe I got the times mixed up for.
You
tonight.
definitely got the time.
Yeah.
You're in the plane, bro. We get it.
Yeah, you had Bud Lights. Call it what it is. Moving on.
Yeah, but that
I'm
wasn't
a-
even that wasn't even a game yesterday.
I'm a Captain and Coke guy now, so
Man, really?
8 p.m.
Yeah.
Eastern. So 7.
thanks
Captain
for the
Coke's
time
at the old
time
Renzo zone
adjustment.
at the old
No problem.
Bolero.
Yes, Bolero.
Nice, dude. Saw that bowl to 166 yesterday. By the way, nice job. Props there.
Thank you.
I'm
Ian,
very
wait,
bad
Ian,
at bowling.
Can you just walk us through? Can you walk us through what you were telling Noah and I earlier about this whole this pregame thing at the Bulls tonight?
Oh well, they're taking advantage of the fact that they're playing at 9 o'clock, so the doors are opening at 7 at the United Center, and they're doing half off concessions till 9 to try to get as many people in there as they can. And I imagine to just like get I'm thinking tailgate atmosphere is what they're going for. Get as many people inside as early as
Tailgate
possible.
for a basketball game, baby.
Get them as drunk as possible before the game even starts. Get the crowd rowdy and loud and shit. I expect it to be like playoff vibes in the United Center tonight. Very excited.
Hey, this
I
could be
love that.
an Eastern Conference preview. You never know.
You never know, but
You
probably
never
not.
know. Probably not. Yeah. The Bulls have not played the Bucks yet.
I appreciate Steve Nash saying that it's a measuring stick game for them because they haven't been playing well. It's
Oh,
like, thanks
dude,
for
they're
the-
0 like 0-8 against teams over 500 or something like that. They're
Well,
horrible.
They're
against
probably
them.
going to kick the shit out of the Bulls tonight then. Because
You think?
Maybe.
Because of me?
No, just because like
Oh,
I don't know. This always feels like a letdown spot. Like they're on prime time, like on ESPN, like that for like the first time. It's like getting all hyped up. It's 1 versus 2. It feels like a letdown spot for me.
Okay.
The Bulls haven't been playing particularly well lately. Like I know they just beat the shit out of the Pistons, but like
yeah, but I could have.
sure.
Mhm.
Let it be noted, Noah can take on all 5 Pistons and the
What?
bench.
Five
Wow.
no, not just me. Like, there's like clones of me. There's like 5 of them.
Oh,
No, like 8. Let me the bench.
The Rec Boys Baba team. We're coming
We would
out.
get
locking up Cade Cunningham. Noah
I don't need
Hayes.
to lock him up. Just give him the room, bro. He can't shoot.
I would assume it was
Cade
so
Cunningham
awesome,
can
too.
most certainly shoot.
Just give him a shout out. I would assume he's been playing really well. He was supposed to be like spark plug energy guy off the bench because of his defense, and now he's coming in off the bench and he's like making threes and taking the ball to the hoop, and he's like become like an offensive option for them. Kobe White's playing a lot better. The problem is I don't know who they're gonna trade. Like, 'cause
Yeah, they're
everyone's-
gonna make a
everyone's
trade.
playing so well right now. Like you're gonna have to break that up somehow, and I don't know.
But isn't that good? You'd rather have them playing good and trade them so you can get more.
Well, yeah, you just don't want to. It's harder to break up with people when they're playing
A
well.
small
right
price. Hey, a small price to pay, man.
Now. Us Bull fans
go
are
get-
very. Oh no, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'd get the Raptors mascot because Devin Booker's afraid. Get him out there.
I mean, if we make
If
it
you
to the
get into
final, no,
finals.
but
Yeah,
Mike told me that the Raptors are going to the finals. Actually,
They are.
So,
He did after the game.
After their
yeah.
competitive performance yesterday.
He said,
That's the-
see you in the finals, quote unquote.
that's the same guy that said the Dolphins were making the playoffs, right?
It was.
Same guy?
Yes, it was.
Same
Same
game
guy.
away.
Got it.
One game away.
Okay.
are the
One game
Raptors
away.
buyers or sellers?
I buy. Why not? Aren't they like the
Well,
6th seed?
Ian, you were telling what did the podcast day? You were listening to that one.
Dude,
I'd
I
buy
got COVID, so I didn't listen to it.
I thought you
I was
said
talking
you
about
listened
Zach
to
Lowe's
it.
podcast. It was a point of discussion on his podcast. I was just curious what Mike thought.
Mike is in me or the one that's a
Yeah.
Raptors guy?
The one with the NBA segment. I mean,
Yeah.
Ziggy
Oh,
can chime
okay.
in too, of course.
Fair point. I mean, honestly, I'd buy. Why not? I mean, I think they're at the 8th right now in the East.
No, I think they're 6th.
Are they 6th now?
They're 6th or 7th.
No,
They're
Oh, they're 8th.
Oh,
Oh,
they're
never.
7th.
Oh, they lost. I forgot
Yeah,
they
that's right.
lost.
Okay, I was gonna say. I swore I just looked at this.
But they're
You're like an
also
idiot.
they
Not too
they
long
still
ago.
have they have makeup games to play.
You got me
'cause
to
of-
doubt myself.
They have 3 games still to make up.
Interesting. Siakam's back now.
Yeah,
doing
beat
I-
his
Red of the
thing.
North. Pascal's been
Yeah,
balling.
I mean, they got a shot out the way the Knicks are playing and the way I don't know what's going on in Atlanta. I mean, they got a shot to go in there, and I mean, Nick Nurse is a great coach. Van Vliet is playing really well.
They just don't have
I
home
mean-
court advantage. They just have the mascot.
Yeah.
Yep.
They got the
That's
mascot.
it.
and
That's all. That's the only thing they
Do you-
got.
I wonder though, like if they were to hypothetically make the playoffs and then you're in a 7-game series and half of those games are in a full stadium and then the other half are in an empty stadium, like there's got to be something to that. Where like if the other team's not used to it, maybe you get thrown off your rhythm a little bit by the fact that it's empty. They talked about in the bubble, like literally like
Hey.
looking at the glass in the backboard.
Well,
And,
Ian,
like,
you already,
depth
you already have-
perception and
Ian,
stuff?
Ian, you have the answer. You saw it last night. It was in full effect.
That was because of the mascot. That was because of the
And they lost.
Empty-
So I mean, it didn't help that much.
Empty stadium. It got Booker all confused.
I
and, you
don't.
know,
I don't know how the Suns won that game. They played horrible.
Yeah.
It was like honestly one of the worst performances I've seen all year by them.
good teams
And if the
play
Rap-
bad and win, man.
It was horrible. They couldn't get a
Yeah,
rebound to
and then
save
the-
their lives.
Well, then the Raptors might have to deal with Benny the Bull, who's the best mascot in the NBA. Like that.
That is true.
That's no
a
doubt.
tough beat.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Hands down.
No
Benny the
question.
Bull. Benny the Bull.
He's gonna
best-
be on some crazy shit tonight too. Like you know that dude's gonna be dumping all sorts of popcorn on people and shit. It's gonna be.
Is Benny the Bull the best mascot in all of sports?
I
wanna
Either
say
him or
yes.
the Phillies.
the Philly fanatic. Yeah, the Philly
the
fanatic
Phillies might have the best.
is in the conversation, but I think it's a top 5 situation.
He's dead. Definitely Ben. Benny's. in
It's
there.
like the LeBron Jordan debate. I mean, is there even really an answer?
Benny the Bull and Philly.
Mike
fanatic.
Samuelson's like, yes, there is actually. There is an answer.
I don't know that.
Uh,
That Clipper bird is so ugly. He probably ranks in my top 10. That Clipper mascot is just
Yeah,
atrocious.
no, for
He's
sure.
probably up.
The Sun's got that gorilla.
Hey,
Oh
we do
yeah,
have a
actually,
gorilla.
yeah. Suns Gorilla for sure is in the top 5.
We do have a gorilla for our mascot. It really makes
That's
no
pretty
sense,
good.
but we rock with it.
Southpaw. I mean,
What even is this?
They're the-
What even is
they're-
it?
They're the footprint.
oh, that's horrible.
Yeah,
It looks like the
yeah,
it looks like
for
the Kansas
sure is
Jayhawk.
up there.
Chuck.
For sure up there. Look at him.
Chuck?
Are you
His
kidding
name's
me?
Chuck. His name's Chuck.
Who's the dude from the Muppets that's laying on the court next to them? That photo though. What the hell is that guy? What the hell?
What is
is that a
that?
grown-up Muppet? A Muppet is 6 feet tall.
Look at these. Oh, bro, sign him. Hey, bro, somebody sign this guy.
Right.
10-day contract.
Look
Shit.
at his shoes, bro. I've seen enough of Chuck.
Yeah.
Chuck the I don't even know what even is he?
Jesus. All right, Mike. Is that everything you got for us?
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right. Everyone, random baseball player. Who we got?
No, there is news,
John Lester retired.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
John Lester did retire. Yep.
and they're meeting tomorrow.
Yes, they are.
Do you think they'll meet longer than that one time they met?
It
Right at
will
the-
be longer than 10 minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think a little bit longer.
Jeff Passan said it's very slim they get a deal done in the next month or two. So at least they're meeting.
Shane's going to be there arbitrating the whole thing.
Okay,
I'm
so
actually flying everybody in.
So we'll never
for
have
the
a season. Sweet.
I'll get the
No,
inside scoop in the airplane.
If they're gonna get a deal done, it'll be in March.
Is John Lester a Hall of Famer?
Yes.
It's tough to get in the Hall of Fame.
It's very tough to get into the Hall of Fame.
I
lean yes, but I feel like it's.
I'm playing the field. I'm saying no. I'll play the field.
Okay.
It's tough. They're strict over there. They don't
It's
mess
not
around.
like the Basketball Hall of Fame where like everybody gets in.
Mm-hmm. Like two players.
That's the same
make
with football too. There's a lot of
two
people in
players make it
football.
like every 4 years in the MLB. It feels like.
Well, if they didn't roid up,
It's true. Hey, whatever.
I am in favor of roids.
I am too. I think
I throw my fishing line out there, and
I think Barry Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame, but that's just me, I guess.
I need to make it
Nah,
clear
put him
every
in.
week
Who
in
cares?
case it comes up.
I think Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame. I think Barry Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame, but it's the MLB. They don't work like that. Whatever.
I feel like even if you use the PEDs, like you still have to be able to hit a
Exactly.
fastball
Hitting
that's
a baseball is the hardest thing in
Like,
sports, and he was the best
yeah.
at it. So that's just me.
Like here's a perfect Ian. Right now, if you start using roids, do you think that you could be a superstar baseball player?
Yes.
I want to say yes.
No.
I know that's not the right answer,
No.
but I want to say yes. Barry Bonds was very good before he was running up. That's documented.
Barry Bonds a Hall of Famer. I'll keep saying it. But a random baseball player, was that the first question?
Let's go with the random baseball player.
Random baseball player. Bobby Jenks.
Okay. All right. Ian, who you got?
Ryan Mountcastle, my rookie of the year.
Ah, yes.
Your rookie of the year. That wasn't even nominated.
My rookie of the year. Shout out to the fans in Baltimore.
They're
First
changing
baseline.
Camden Yards. They're pushing left field back.
That's
That is-
fine.
that
I
is-
thought Camden Yards was overrated, to be honest. I wasn't
I
impressed.
guess Camden Yards had the most homers the past decade.
Because the
Just to be
Yankees
in
put him
last
there.
place again.
Yeah. They wonder why Camden Yards has the most homers. It's because the Orioles pitchers are throwing
That's
it to
a
him.
very good.
Yeah.
Someone should have told him that. You have a team that wins 30 games a season playing there.
That's why there's the most home runs in any ballpark.
Mike, who you got?
Trevor Bauer.
Nice.
Hey, I don't.
Yeah,
he might be
okay.
going. He might be going back to the Dodgers at this rate. I don't know what he's doing.
I'm just saying.
Who
I
knows
know.
what's going on with
He's
all
playing.
that?
He's playing. That's all I know.
Was
Shane,
that on
who you
his
got?
YouTube channel?
Little throwback, Maglio Ordonez.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah.
I
That's
was
fun.
really thinking
I will take Brett Lillybridge.
Brett Phillips.
Wow.
Nice.
Brett
Lowry.
Lowry.
Phillips is a great Instagram follow.
Brett Lowry. That's a Sox
Brett Lowry.
legend.
Brett Lowry.
Nah,
That's a Sox
Yeah.
legend right there. I got his bobblehead.
Hell
He's
yeah.
a legend.
All right. We're not going to waste time on hockey today.
Sweet.
We'll save the
It's
sake
not-
of the
it's not
podcast.
real.
No. We got a big game tonight. Toronto,
Yeah,
Arizona.
you're right. It's the Michael Bunting revenge game.
So we're
back,
not
man.
going to talk about Kodak Black?
Go ahead.
Oh
We can
no,
talk
there was
about Kodak
close up.
Black.
There was no. There was close up video footage. She was only twerking. On him. Somebody recorded
Oh,
it in
thank
the
God.
box.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank God.
They were not having sex in the box.
So
Well, it's good that we use our hockey segment to talk about
that would
these
have
things,
been the
like-
most exciting news in hockey all year with
so
Kodak
to-
Black.
So to preface what happened last night at the Panthers game, I did have a run-in with Kodak Black. We spoke for a brief second. I helped him find a jersey. Then after that, it all went haywire.
What does he smell like?
Wow.
I'm gonna
Go
be honest
ahead,
with you.
answer this. I don't know how you get out of this. Go ahead, man.
What does he smell like?
I didn't smell him. I'll be straight honest with you here.
Okay. All right. Well, I would have smelled him.
Ziggy has COVID.
Well,
Ziggy has
here you go.
COVID. Smell.
I would have took a sniff, but that's just me, I guess. Go ahead.
So
Keep going.
here's the
Per
video.
sources.
Damn, bro, we got the close up angle on this.
Yes.
This is the first. This is the first
That's what
one.
I'm saying. I don't know who is in the box.
Yeah, who is this? Like, is this you?
Like who just
Is this
decides
you?
to just start twerking at a hockey game?
Well, there's nothing else to do.
I was about to say.
There's a hockey game, bro. You good?
Like,
What
he's just
song was
bored.
playing? Sweet
I don't-
Caroline is just
I don't-
playing. He just,
Imagine.
look at it
Hold on here. Wait, so this was the far out view. This is what
Yeah,
first
the
came out.
far out view was sauce. This is sauce
Yeah. Yeah.
from the naked eye. Literally,
You can see the people right here.
Is that you?
It
Oh
was
my
not
God,
me,
there's
no.
Mike.
Yeah, there he is. These people next to him.
Just
Like,
Mike
what is
holding
he
9
doing?
different jerseys for him to buy one.
Kodak Black, I can get you a Fanatics discount.
Okay, so here's what happened too. So so usually when
Steps
we
in
have like a celebrity in town, like we always make them the custom jersey, like how most teams do. This man came down during the third. It takes us it's a process to make a custom jersey. This man came down with like the third period left, and he's like, "Hey, can I get a custom jersey?" You're like, "Dude, it's nowhere near
Kodak
done."
Black.
Yeah, what?
No, he did not get a
He
custom.
made
jersey.
tunnel vision, bro. You have to give him the custom jersey right away.
He did not get a
My
custom
name
jersey.
is Kodak, but you
Sounds
know
like they had the
that
B team working the team
already.
store.
I would, bro.
Damn near.
Listen,
I would
I
have got that thing going for Kodak.
I was over last night. I was fatigued out. I didn't want to be there. I was losing interest. But
Okay.
Kodak Black was there.
Hockey can't do that
Can't
to
wait.
you.
Can't wait for the diss track on the entire staff. The Panthers game.
Kodak Black.
Cannot wait for the diss track.
Because he didn't get his custom Kodak Black jersey. Always
Can't-
furious.
Mentions
I
Mike
can't
by
wait.
name.
by first and last name.
Yeah.
No, I like what Ian brought up earlier when we were texting about it. The Panthers should start selling condoms in the team store now.
Lean into it. 100%. Like if you're trying to open up hockey to a new market,
Hey,
the Mile High Club of Sports. Like, let's get into it. Like,
I didn't like hockey, but then this team started selling condoms, and I had to go to the games.
I'm a diehard Florida Panthers fan now, actually.
Now
Hey,
I'm
man.
sold
All
on
I'm
season tickets.
man, hockey's got to try something different. You got to zig when everyone zags, man. You got to do something.
Damn near.
Trojan,
Damn
you
near.
hear that? A little sponsorship opportunity.
Florida
there.
Panthers times Trojan. I'm all in.
Get team logos on the condoms.
Wow.
There you go.
We're really thinking on this one, guys. We go pitch this to Shark Tank.
All right, Ian, your turn. We finally wrapped up the college football season.
They
Finally
did
done.
It. They did it, guys. Georgia won the big game. Can you believe it? My goodness.
I don't. I really don't believe it, actually.
I wasn't totally surprised. They have I've been saying all year, they have the better team on paper than Alabama's this year, but because of just pure talent and coaching experience, like, Nick Saban, Bryce Young's a good player. It was really kind of a toss-up going into it, and I found Stenson Bennett and Kirby Smart's ability to adjust as the game progressed to be a nice little development based off, we're talking about first meeting versus second, how things are going to change. I think they did a lot better adjusting, and they really did a good job of winning the line of scrimmage. We talked about going into the conference championship game that first time about how Alabama's offensive line isn't nearly as talented as it typically is and is nowhere near as talented as Georgia's. So the fact that I think a lot of those guys, big Jordan Davis, like 320 pounds, just massive dude. I think they all kind of had a down game in Atlanta. So when they had a chance to meet him again in the national title game, they seemed to play up to their standards, and winning the line of scrimmage is a huge, huge part of college football. So that's how you really win a lot of games. And I thought Bill O'Brien called like the worst sequence of plays I've ever seen in a big game down there, that last drive in the fourth quarter. The management of timeouts over the weekend was astounding. Coming off of that Sunday night game and Brandon Staley calling timeouts when he called his timeouts, and then a lack of timeouts being called by Alabama towards the end there. Like, if you have a minute 30 left and you have all three timeouts, you can use the whole field. Like, you don't have to – Bryce Young doesn't have to throw it 50 yards downfield into triple coverage just because, like, I don't know. I thought they're going to probably look back at that drive and a couple of other ones in the game and kind of regret it. But I was appreciative of the fact that it kind of opened up in the second half because it was pretty defensive heavy for a bit. But
Ian, when there was what was it? Didn't Stenson Bennett fumble at one point? Yeah,
he started slow. Yeah.
Were you worried at that point? Did you think?
Well, actually, Mike, I bet Alabama, so I was feeling pretty good about it. I was worried a little bit later in the game, actually. And I mean, honestly, it's really cool. I'm really happy for him just because, like, he's a walk-on and he's a kid that grew up in the Athens area that, like, grew up with, like, the Georgia jersey on as a little kid watching the games on TV and playing Bryce Young, who's like a 5-star number one quarterback in the country. And they're polar opposites of just upside talent. Like, Stenson Bennett's not going to go to the NFL, or if he goes to the NFL, he's not gonna, he's not getting picked in the first round or anything like that. He's not that kind of guy. He's just like this was like his apex mountain of his athletic accomplishments. So the fact that he was able to pull that off in like kind of his hometown team, his last game playing for the university that he grew up watching, everything like that, it's a nice story. And who doesn't love a good story?
I love stories.
Stories are fantastic. So that's really I think everyone kind of watched the games. Everyone saw that Katy Perry music video. So now Alabama
I didn't.
0-2 in games involving Katy Perry because she famously was a guest picker at Ole Miss, and she wanted like Chad Kelly's phone number or something like that and said that on the air, and then Ole Miss upset Alabama. And now this time she has a music video and Alabama loses to Georgia. So Katy Perry, Alabama Slayer. But that's it for the season. We're in recruiting time now. The early signing period already passed, so gonna get a good idea of what the classes look like. That's pretty good. And then honestly, just getting ready for the draft. Who's staying? Who's going? And is Jim Harbaugh gonna leave Michigan? Probably not. Like it's a getting into the offseason, so
It's an annual thing. Is Jim Harbaugh leaving in Michigan?
It's that, and then is Pat Fitzgerald going to coach the Bears? So I've been waiting for it. We finally had it today. I think Daniel Jeremiah said that Pat Fitzgerald would be a perfect fit for the Bears. So
So life's normal. All right, sweet.
Well, wait, Ian. What happened? Ian, what's the latest with Ryan Day? Is that off the table now? Because I know that was being floated around for a bit with the Bears.
I don't think any of these big guys are leaving. In fact, I think so. Jim Harbaugh won Coach of the Year and had a press conference. He met with the media today, like accepting the award. And when asked about the rumors, he basically said, well, these rumors are more fun than the ones I had to deal with last year, because last year the rumors were that he was going to get fired. So he's not really – I don't think it really was like a hard no. I think the door's still open.
He's feeling out the options, but most likely going to stay.
I think it feels like you got to remember too, like no one would know this except me, but like he on this call, he restructured his contract and then to take a pay cut so that he could hire a new staff. And then all of his incentive bonuses that he won for going to the playoff this year, he gave back to the staffers at the university that lost their jobs because of COVID in 2020. So he's probably just trying to renegotiate a new contract, I would assume. And if I'm Michigan, I would extend him. Like, if you're Michigan as a program, this is probably as good as it's going to get. Because if you're not from the SEC in the 4 playoff format, you're probably not going to win a national championship unless you're Ohio State. So if I'm Michigan, I don't think it gets any better than where we're at right now. That's true. The committee for playoff expansion met to try to get it beyond 4 teams. They couldn't do it, so it sounds like 4-team format till like 2025, I want to say, so a few more years. So that's fun. That thing that doesn't work.
And I just want to see how this went. Shane, how did this end up going here? You were trying to bankrupt Sportsbook.
I knew that was coming up. I knew it was.
I did see that. I just scrolled past it. I didn't want
to. I lost, but I didn't lose as much as I could have lost. So
that's good.
So how are you going to bankrupt them?
Maybe not bankrupt, but I was going to have a good payday.
No one's going to blame Shane for betting Alabama in a championship.
No, I'm not blaming that.
Mike,
you wanted to bankrupt it.
Mike, how'd you end up doing?
I lost pretty decent.
Hey! I want my Mark Sanchez card.
I
want my Mark Sanchez card.
Here you go.
I got
How
first.
How'd the standings shake out here?
Here you go. Here's the final results.
I got first. Hey, maybe I didn't do the NFL picks. Garbage. This?
ESPN fan 1070.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Hey,
so in the Ian Blum Bowl Challenge, Noah took first, Mike took second, Ian took third, and I took last.
Give me my Mark Sanchez card. That's my pick. You guys
Mike, which one are you taking?
What are the 3 options again?
So it was the free Odell bobblehead with Baker Mayfield, Odell Beckham Jr. It was the signed Trace Thompson rookie card and the signed Jeff Fisher photo. So
I will for sure be taking the bobbleheads.
It's the clear number one choice.
Nope, not in my eyes.
I still
So
think it's the clear number one choice.
Ian, which one are you taking?
I'm gonna take back the Jeff Fisher picture so that you get the Trace Thompson card.
Damn you.
Yeah. So there it is.
All that means is that Jeff Fisher's about to be the Bears' next head coach.
That's fine. Fuck it. No, I'm gonna be the Bears' next head coach. Come on, guys.
Right. I saw him apply.
I'm
So does
doing
this
the
go
work
to
right now.
Does this go to fantasy talk on football, or are we going straight to football then fantasies afterwards? Because we have
We'll wrap up with fantasy. We'll wrap up. So
Okay.
we'll go to week 18 season recap.
Season recap.
Mike, I told you the Dolphins will win. That's all I
Yeah,
have.
take that
That's all I
fake,
have.
take that
That's all
fat
I
L
have.
Samuelson.
That's
We
all
see
I
you in the
have.
playoffs,
Yeah.
loser.
That's all I have.
Yeah, right.
That's all I
Playoff
got. That's all I
loser.
got. That's all I got, Mike.
See you in the playoffs.
Banners are in Miami for winning
Hey.
regular season games.
Undefeated against quarterbacks that haven't owned their last name.
You know
If
your
only
team
that's-
is not
if only-
good. Yeah, I was gonna say you know your team's not good when you got to pull out stats from down below. So Joe Schmo is.
So the
putting things
Dolphins
together.
won?
Oh, they won. Oh, they
did.
They
did.
beat the Patriots, huh?
dude.
last
The
play of the
Patriots
game.
beat themselves. To be fair,
Last
They
game of
beat the
last-
Patriots so good that they fired their coach. That's crazy.
It makes dude.
That's
sir.
Flores
great.
was 4-2 against the Patriots. Find me another person who's going 4-2 against the Patriots, and you get rid of them.
Tua went.
You
Tua is 3-1.
Why do you think that?
Actually, no,
Why
three.
do you-
Actually, no. Tua is 3-0.
So why do we think that? Because they have a
What?
great game plan going in.
Right.
They
This
gonna
is
have that
this
now.
This is something.
Ziggy was
Yeah,
off
I-
on Tua early in the year.
I-
Let it be
I
known.
cannot believe
Let it
it.
be known on
I
this
have.
podcast
Hold on.
because
I
he
have
definitely was.
Well, hold on. I have a. Who, me?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not out on Tua. If that's what
I'm
we're
saying
getting to.
earlier
I
in
was-
the year we did get a. There's
You're
probably
about to see
footage.
Clifford over watching Tua play football. That's crazy.
And he said week before that I'm out on Tua. We have.
I
the
never said I was
footage.
out on Tua. No, I said I wanted to trade Tua because I was tired of the fan base hating him here.
He did say
That's
that.
Okay.
No, it's the same thing.
I'm done with Tua and I'm ready to trade Tua is basically the same thing.
No, I said I like Tua.
What?
I'd rather him.
You don't want him
I-
then? What are we talking
No,
about?
I
Ziggy's
said
pretty aggressive with his words. If we go back and listen, he probably said something like, "I'm out on Tua."
no. I definitely did not. I know
what
for
I'm
a fact.
I'll
saying.
go
Like,
after the. I have nothing to do. I'll go listen to the. Do we
No,
have any
I did-
idea
no.
what episode this would have been?
I'll
go-
it had to
I'll
be
go
like
find
week
it.
4. It was probably week 4 or 5 of the season.
It was probably the one that's titled "The Dolphins Suck." That's probably that
Oh.
one.
Okay.
Probably
All
that
right.
one.
I'll dig around, see what I can find. Continue.
No, whatever. I'll get to that. We had the whole coaching vacancy thing. We'll get to that later. Week 18. Anyone got anything?
Colts
Who's
suck.
got? Oh, yeah, that was a bad collapse.
That
It
might
was a
have been the
wild-
worst performance
wild
I've
week.
ever seen.
I love Aaron
What are they
Rodgers.
doing, man? Huh?
This season made me love Aaron Rodgers as a person. I love Aaron
Oh.
Rodgers this year. It's absolutely like every week.
What happened?
was some
What
new
happened
shit.
this week? They
He
made.
is-
What happened this week? They made you say that.
What do you say on the Pat McAfee show now?
Yeah, what did he say?
He said, I think he went off on the rumor that he was going to boycott the Super Bowl.
Oh yes,
That was a pretty bad rumor.
He went off on that. He just called the one announcer like a bum or whatever it was. Like, guy's an idiot. Just shooting the shit. Absolutely love it.
No, I like
Big
the
fan.
Twitter. I like the Twitter back and forward with him, Jordan Love, and who's the other guy there?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I don't
Oh,
know. Me neither.
Kurt Benkirk on Twitter, because the rumor was that Rodgers told Jordan Love to be ready or something like that. And so then they
Yeah.
were all three playing into it like, oh, Jordan Love, of course, he was the snitch. He was the rat. He just wants the media to know he's going to start soon. He's going to be the starter in the Super Bowl. It was a whole thing. It was a good, funny bit they had going on. Matt Flynn joined in
Yeah.
at some point.
Wasn't
Clay
Aaron Rodgers
Matthews.
talking shit about the Giants' 3rd-and-9 quarterback sneak?
Oh, he did. Yep.
Yeah, that.
That's the worst play
Joe
call of the year.
Rogan's friend. Good with me. Aaron Rodgers is climbing high on my ranks. Big
Mhm.
fan. That's my
I've
season
been
takeaway.
liking Aaron Rodgers.
Is he winning the MVP this year though?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay, who's going to win?
I
I
No,
want
no, no, no,
Brady,
no, no, no,
obvious.
no, no, no.
I think Brady.
He's not.
I don't really
The
understand
narrative
how
is
he
set.
wouldn't be though, but the narrative
But the
why.
narrative
I
is
mean,
set. We already know Rodgers is gonna win. It's set.
I don't know.
I mean, he's plus
the
400 on the
Why?
Barstool Sportsbook.
What's Brady?
Plus 400.
And what's Rodgers?
Not sure.
It's
Let's see.
probably negative money.
I mean, it's better
Oh,
odds.
it is.
I mean,
but-
yeah, that's so he's gonna win. If you're negative, you're gonna win.
Well,
gee,
that's not
thanks.
always the
That's
case.
not. Yeah,
For
but also,
MVP,
like,
yeah. For MVP,
when
yes.
did that narrative even start? Like, what week did that transition? Because like Brady's leading in so many things, and I was on here saying in like week 12 that I wanted Brady. I was probably saying week
It was like
1,
it
but
was
like,
probably like a month ago. I feel like about.
Rodgers is minus 625 right now.
Yeah,
that's
he's
insane.
gonna win. Yeah, it's
Holy crap!
But
yeah.
but how though? I think Brady's had the better stats wise.
He has
No?
had some shitty games against good teams. to
New
be
Orleans
fair,
owns them.
as okay, not in the playoffs. So as like a
New
person,
Orleans
if I
owns
have to
them.
be
New Orleans
not in the
owns them.
playoffs in the games that matter. What are we
New Orleans owns them.
talking about? Yeah, well, the Patriots own the
You're
Jets.
arguing with the Jets
They're-
fan. It's okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
why do we
yeah,
bring the
I-
Jets in? We were not talking
I had to
about
think
the
about it
Jets.
for a
Were
second.
why? Oh no! Why do we have to bring? This is the only way you can rebuttal my argument is by bringing my
You're
team.
coming
I don't
at
understand
you're
this.
coming at the guy that I like, so I got to come at the thing that you like. That's
Okay,
it. That's
all
why
right.
I bring it
Okay,
up.
so all right, but New
That's
Orleans
it.
owns them.
For me, I don't know about anybody else, but for me, that's why.
Okay. Go ahead, wherever you were. Go ahead. Keep going.
Just carry on from yesterday.
I think that's. Oh yeah, I loved that yesterday. But that's. I mean, in my New England Patriots, why don't they have a receiver yet? That's just a deep guy. I don't understand. Maybe Mac Jones can't throw the ball. I don't know.
They
But
got
it's
Jacoby
so frustrating.
Myers.
Oh Jesus!
He's
He's not a
Again,
deep
on my
guy.
fantasy
He's
team.
not a deep guy.
Jesus!
Again, my point still stands.
He's a slant receiver. That guy's I think he gets the short routes. Come on, man.
Hopefully we get Calvin Ridley, but that's
You
off.
should.
That's an off season.
Yeah.
That's an off season 2022 discussion.
Okay, so that's a Bears rumor too. But then also
Yeah,
Allen
they
Robinson
should
was
definitely
Wait,
do that.
hold on.
so
Wait, how could
Yeah.
how could the Bears have rumors of who they're acquiring if they don't even have a coach?
I've seen
Or a
Or
good
draft
quarterback.
draft
They-
capital. What are they going to trade?
all I saw was just rumors. So I don't know how it all worked out.
They don't even
but
have money. Do they have money?
These
It
rumors.
was
You
yeah, they're supposed
started
to be-
them.
Ian,
No, it wasn't me.
Ian, can you back this up?
There are like it's on Twitter, but like Shane, you gotta filter.
Oh,
man.
I'm not saying I'm
You
not
gotta,
saying
you
it's gonna
gotta
happen.
filter through the stuff.
I'm
man.
not. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, this account with 50
0%.
followers. This account with 50 followers said sources confirmed. Bears are
No,
I
inquiring
definitely
on
as
as-
the
Calvin
Bears
as-
Ridley.
organization.
As
All right,
someone
here,
that
I
has
should
a
Bears-
history.
Bears news.
I should
blogging.
rephrase that. People were throwing around the idea.
Okay.
It wasn't from.
They could
a
use a
reliable
Calvin Ridley
source.
type, sure, but like so could everyone else.
Yes.
so,
So yeah, I was about to
you
say.
know,
Exactly.
like,
Guy's the top receiver if he plays. So
If he plays,
I'm sure he will play
Trevor
because if he's the one,
Trevor Lawrence finally had a good game.
he did.
He
He
had a
did
really
have
good
a good game.
Really?
So,
Twitter-
Mike, does this change your stance at all? Or are you still?
No, it
Okay.
doesn't change my stance. I've seen Mitch throw 6 touchdowns before.
he's gonna
And that guy
double down.
sucks. Yeah,
in one
no,
game,
I-
actually. So.
yeah.
That's
So,
what he.
no, I'm not changing my stance. I'm
No,
stood
I respect.
pat.
I respect that.
And if I'm wrong down the line, then
Well,
I gotta eat.
Hey,
crow.
we have a whole motto: all takes are final. So I mean,
It's true.
Justin
I think my
Herbert
my
stinks.
take will stay the same then. Save me a seat.
You're welcome. You're welcome to join. And Zach Wilson's been balling out at the end of this
Yes,
year.
yeah.
So-
I don't even want to hear it from Shane.
You know we were up. I was up on him. We were in the same boat. You knew I
I'll
wanted
give
Zach
you
Wilson to be
you.
good.
I can tell you don't look at stats. I could just tell. I can just tell.
Well, look at his jersey. That should tell you all you need to know.
Zach, there's two
I-
quarterbacks. There's 2 quarterbacks in the NFL in the past 5 weeks that have not thrown an interception. The MVP and Zach Wilson.
Okay, I'm glad you could look up CBS Fantasy Sports on your Twitter page.
Okay,
but
then. Go ahead and tell me why he sucks. Go ahead. Come on.
I didn't say he sucks.
Yes,
Not right now.
I think
receipts.
you might have said he sucked. I think
Get the
you did.
receipts.
Okay, I said he sucks, but he had
Okay.
a good past 6 weeks. So
that makes no sense. He's a rookie. He's played like 10 games. What are you?
He's had some stinkers.
He's not very good.
Okay, but he's a rookie. You're telling me none of these rookies had stinkers? Every rookie that has played has had stinkers. Come on.
Justin Fields might have had the worst of them, to be honest.
That's fine.
Yeah,
That's fine. That's
being
fine.
objective.
That's fine. That's
Like,
fine. But from the beginning of the season to the end, he has grown the most out of any quarterback out of all the rookies, and there's no debating that.
I mean, Mac Jones looks pretty good.
Mac Jones has been good from the beginning to the start, but Zach Wilson has grown has grown the most.
Mac Jones is that high.
I could give you that.
He's had no receivers.
Yeah, I mean, the floor is like throwing 4 interceptions against the Patriots. So, I mean, that game did happen, right? So
the game did happen, but you're not understanding my point. He has grown the most out of any rookie quarterback, and there's no debating that. He's doing this without Corey Davis. I think it actually probably helped him without having these receivers because he's not forced to throw down the field with Corey Davis, Jamison Crowder, and Elijah Moore. He had none of those, and he's still performing at an okay level, which is not throwing any interceptions. That's all you can ask for in a rookie quarterback. Don't turn the ball over, and that's what he did. He did not turn the ball over. He gave the Jets a fighting chance, but their defense sucks, so they could not win games. And hopefully through the draft and free agency, they sign some defensemen, and we'll be good to go. There's my stance on that. I'm done.
I feel like every free agent that they get, like
they signed C.J. Mosley, who was 3rd in the league in tackles.
I know, but like the next season they get hurt. I feel like every player that they've signed, Corey Davis, Jamison Crowder, like I don't know. I just feel like they get hurt.
Well, I'm not the team doctor, so I don't know what they're doing.
No, I just find it ironic that happens.
Maybe it's the MetLife turf. Maybe it could be that. I don't know.
I've heard stuff about MetLife's turf before. Players
maybe it's that. I don't know.
Speaking of that, Adam Schefter tearing his ACL. Doing the gritty at Soldier Field. Hilarious.
That's not, is that true?
I didn't know that was true, actually.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's at least footage, and then he did tear his ACL that same night. So
I think he jokingly said that he did it doing that, but I'm totally okay with pushing the narrative.
But if it was him doing the gritty, I don't know.
No, let's just say it was.
Okay.
It's still a funny ass video.
Okay. Yeah, he does. He looks like a dork.
Well, that's pretty rude.
He looks like a dork. I don't care if it's rude. He looks like a dork.
Let's talk about these playoff games this weekend, huh?
Well, hold on. I wanted to go back into.
We got to keep going around. My bad.
No. I was going to go to our predictions.
Oh
no, our predictions.
We don't have to. We don't have to though, right?
No, we do. I want to see where was I wrong.
I was finishing tallying up. Everyone gets a point for each seeding they got correct. And let's see. Beautiful. All right. So looking at the predictions for just place on the division standings, I had the most right at 14. Then it was Ian at 13, Noah at 11, and Mike at 11.
Not bad.
That's not bad. We'll take that.
Kudos to us, all 4 of us, for getting the entire NFC North correct.
Well, that was the toughest one. That was the toughest division.
All 4 of us had the same exact seeding. Shout out to Mike, though. I was just looking at it, who almost had the AFC East spot on.
You gave the Jets way too much credit, Mike. What the hell are you doing, man? Come on.
I had faith in Zach Wilson. I tried to tell you.
He was out, bro. Relax.
I know.
Our worst beat by far is all of us having the Bengals finishing last in the division.
Well, as if any human being, you can go to literally anybody else's prediction. They all had them last.
We all had some wonky NFC West.
Yeah.
Mike with the Seahawks, Niners.
Hey, whoa, the Niners been good. Give me credit.
They're a playoff team.
Russell Wilson.
We all did not like the Cardinals, though.
As again, well, Samuelson had him 9-8. That's pretty damn close.
Yeah, I had the entire team.
Ian had 10-7.
Yeah, that's pretty damn spot on.
Yeah,
you get the Bears right. You get the Bears right.
Ian, good
Look
job
at-
knowing the team.
Ian, you really know your team.
I
Shane,
try
what?
my
Shane,
best.
Shane, what did you have the Bears at?
9-8 probably. 10-7.
17 and
0. No, 17 and 0. What did I have him at? Did I give what did I have him at? Oh,
6 and
let's
11.
go. Let's go.
Mike 7 and 10.
Too much credit.
I think
Let's
that's
see.
what I had him at 7.
I had 6 and 11. Look at that.
Wow, we really hit on them. Good job,
Did
guys.
pretty well.
They should have beat the Steelers.
Okay, 7 wins. Woohoo. Go fucking
Damn,
have a
Ralph took it away from us.
go have a parade.
Just to get Big Ben into the playoffs. It was all a scheme.
Yeah, I know. Well, scheme. Damn, I had the Eagles 3 and 14. That's probably my worst one. I gave them I gave them nothing, man. 3 and 14. Damn.
We all gave the Jaguars too much credit.
I gave them 2 more wins. Oh my gosh, 6.
Yeah, I think I give him 3. What? Oh, I didn't
6.
give him 6. Dude, damn.
Oh my goodness gracious. I think the Browns might have been the biggest letdown too.
10 and 7.
They were
12 and
I
5,
thought they were a Super Bowl contender at the beginning of
12
the year.
and 5. 12 and 5. Yeah, we all had a lot.
Well, I mean, yeah, obviously.
Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, you them up. He sucks.
Here's where we're at with these.
Hey, I'm still sticking with mine. Oh, look at Aaron Rodgers, right? Oh, Flores. Touchy subject.
Tough one there.
Bill Belichick.
That's
Right.
Why
and,
you
and
why,
shouldn't
wait,
be in the conversation.
why are you laughing
Should
at
be in
Bill
the combo.
Belichick?
Why are we laughing at
Because
Yeah, why?
because of course he put Bill Belichick.
well, I mean, it's Bill Belichick.
Yeah, duh.
I don't.
What?
Christian
no,
McCaffrey,
no.
Offensive Player of the Year. Ugh.
Hey, it's not my fault he got hurt. Oh,
Thompson.
Derrick Henry. Like, what the fuck are we talking about, man? Come on, what are you talking about?
Yeah, hey, it's not my fault he got hurt too. What are we
Exactly.
talking
That's what I'm
about? Why am I-
saying. That's what I'm
Bro.
saying.
Hey, all I had to say is that, I mean,
Oh.
kudos to us though. We still have the Super Bowl and MVPs. We got a chance with all those.
We were
Hey,
high
shout
on
out to
Josh
Ian on
Allen. Josh Allen was a bit of a
Defensive Rookie
disappointment
of the
this year.
too, by the way. Shout out Ian on the defensive rookie of the year.
Yeah, that was like the pick like everyone was going with. I want to
Great
try. I
call.
try to be different.
Damn, Ian,
I
you
tried.
said you were basic as shit. That's crazy.
Basic boy.
That's
I'm calling him a
crazy. You
basic
said you
boy.
were basic. That's crazy as shit. I'm trying to
A
give props.
basic boy. Damn,
We
Sam's.
attack.
All your guys got hurt.
I
Henry,
know.
Chase Young,
Yes, no, seriously, yeah.
Wilson. Did Surtain? Surtain had a pretty good year.
He had a good year.
Yeah, man.
I don't even know how did Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah do. I think I don't know. I didn't look at his stats.
Owusu.
Is that dude
Koramoah.
on the Browns?
Yeah,
Yes.
he was the guy from Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Noah, he finished with 76 tackles.
I see. I don't know if that's good or not.
1.5 sacks.
I
Sweet.
think for
Ooh,
a
coach of
rookie,
the year,
76
coach of the
is
year
pretty good.
candidate getting fired. That's pretty good. Brian Flores getting fired. Coach
Yeah.
of the year. Love that.
Hey, did we not just talk about Dwayne Casey?
Yeah.
Well,
Like, yeah.
that's true, I guess. But I think Dwayne Casey probably had a better year than Flores had. I think Dwayne Casey made the playoffs. I'm guessing if he got
That
it.
is a big. That's a big part of it. Got to usually.
So
do
that's
that,
what I'm
but-
guessing.
Noah,
What a year.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah ranked 109th for tackles.
Love that.
What
Okay.
about among rookies though?
Yeah, we're at. Or
Um,
rookies.
That's going to take a lot more digging.
Just forget it. Who cares about Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, bro? Let's just keep
His
going.
mom probably.
Okay, good for
Yeah.
her.
He's
Like I don't like. Do any of us care about this? Like, come on, no.
All right,
we
do
don't.
we want to go with the firings or we want to go wild card? Which one we want to go first?
Firing.
Oh, I was gonna say
No,
wild card.
no, it's a
But
firings.
too late. All right.
Well, which
are
team
we
do
just-
which team
are we
do
ranking
which
them?
one do we, hold
I-
on, who do you want to start? Who do you want to start talking? Well, no, let's rank them. Let's rank them. We can talk about as we
rank
go.
them. How we ranking them?
Let's do
Number one,
least.
the
Let's
best job?
let's go. Let's go.
okay.
Let's go least desirable to most desirable.
Well,
Okay.
okay. Least.
Has to
We
be the
all-
Giants.
We all
It's
agree,
the
right?
Giants.
The
No, yeah,
Giants.
Shane's. They ain't got no money. They ain't got nothing, bro.
So
We're
yeah,
not
they have
playing with
they
them.
have no money. The team sucks. I don't have much to say about it.
Yeah, their team
Danny
sucks.
Dimes.
Like
Danny Dimes is getting. a
Oh
fresh
yeah, they
start.
got Daniel Jones. Woohoo!
Fresh
Like
start.
on like what do you what I guess you have
They have 2 first-round picks.
that, and I guess you have a few pieces to build. I mean, who are you building around on that team? Saquon
Barkley. I mean, he still played pretty good
Yeah.
for what they have. He was still all right.
I think
He
the
had a couple
first thing
hundred
they
yards.
should do is build up a O-line before they literally do anything.
Yeah.
Anything is get a O-line. Oh, there
Who
it
was
is.
that? Who was that receiver that was pretty good for him this year? Didn't they
They
have
had a
a
receiver. They had a receiver that was good.
Kadarius Toney.
Yeah, that's it.
Not Kenny Galladay for sure.
Yeah. I think what was it? Their offensive lineman got more touchdowns than him.
Yeah,
Andrew Thomas. Yeah, he got more touchdowns than Kenny Galladay, who gets paid like $50 million.
Tough scene.
You know, it's definitely Giants are the worst. And then
Who's not?
actually these teams aren't these teams aren't that probably Jags then.
Yeah.
Ian, who do you have? I haven't heard Ian say anything in a while. Ian,
I
Ian's
just-
relaxing, bro.
He's taking a nap before the
I
Bulls game.
adjusted my pillow. I'm laying down here. No, I rank these off of the hardest thing to do if you're an incoming coach or a GM. The hardest thing to hit on in football is the quarterback. So if you don't have a franchise quarterback or potential franchise quarterback in place, for me, those immediately become the most difficult. Because like, if Trevor Lawrence plays up to his standards, or if Justin Fields develops to his standards, or if Tua plays up to his standards, you don't have to try to figure that out. So I filter it based purely off of who has a quarterback, who doesn't.
So
That's how
I would say what your least desirable is Giants, and what you'd probably pivot to Denver.
Broncos. Yeah.
That's what mine is. That's what I have.
I think Denver's probably my least favorite.
Okay.
Personally.
Ooh, wow.
I play.
I like some of their pieces on defense.
I think if I play a little into the idea of like a franchise with a rich history and a marquee market like the Giants have, I think if they can hit on their GM, obviously, and they can find some sort of stability, I think the Giants are a desirable job. I just do. It's like a legacy NFL job. And no disrespect to Noah, but like you're the team in New York City. So like,
Yeah.
I think that plays into it.
He's right. So you got Broncos.
I feel like
they got a good defense, but you got what? Who's their quarterback?
But see, that's the thing. All you have to
Okay,
do.
Who's their quarterback?
Hold on.
That's really the only missing piece, though.
I was about to say you kind of already you have Javonte Williams, who's a stud. You have Jerry Jeudy of Cortland Sutton. You got Noah Fant, Tim Patrick. I mean, you have a slew of guys.
They're in a tough division.
It's just the thing is that like all you need is the one thing that GMs get fired over trying to get. Like it's the one thing that nobody has, piece. You know, so like it's difficult.
And obviously they can obviously trade for someone. Obviously, we know Watson possibly on the move, Wilson, Rodgers. But then again, and then Ian, kind of like we've already touched on a bit, it's not a huge star-studded draft
for quarterbacks. No.
Yeah, so it's like depending on where they're at and who's in front of them, will they be able to get like the number one guy? Like,
and is the number one guy even like? I mean, if we're filtering this by like the worst ones, I think that it's off this list. I feel like it's either the Vikings or the Broncos.
Really,
I have the Vikings. I have the Vikings as the third worst.
The Vikings are getting old.
Yeah, let's pivot to the Vikings then.
Like you have to retool that roster at a certain point.
And there's
guys
talent
on
that roster right now.
And there are good players. They're just players that are like in or past their prime. Like
I think they're pretty good. I mean, they lost all their game by like one possession, and at that point, it goes down to the coaching and the play calling.
I just think you got that.
But there's so much expectations then, right?
The aging defense.
There's no problem with expectations. You want expectations. That means you're good.
I think the defense is aging. I think it's getting older.
Yeah, but
Dalvin Cook's.
I'm saying like is it
quite a bit like.
Same as the Laggers
job, I want the risk of the job is that's why I was my angle.
Shane, what's your thoughts?
It was lagging for a second, but everyone's good now.
Okay.
I agree with Ian. I mean, that defense, it's getting old, and so is the Bears too. The Bears defense is getting old too. I know they're trying to retool guys at corner and safety, but
And then, like, how much longer, like, because you're trying to think of, like, a timeline for contention, right? Like, how much longer are you going to have Kirk Cousins? Like, what's his contract status?
He's got 1 year left.
And then, like, is a new GM going to run that back? Like, because, I mean, they could.
They got Kellen Mond.
I don't think he's...
Yeah.
Wait, Kellen Mond.
Yeah.
I don't think...
Who fucking knows about that guy?
I mean, okay, so, like, do we agree that the Broncos is the worst or what?
That's between the Giants and the Broncos for me. I say the Giants is the worst.
I'd say the Giants too.
Personally, on my list, I would have Giants last.
Okay, so Giants worse. Then who's second worst?
I would go
probably the
Denver.
Broncos or the Jags.
Okay.
I'd go Giants.
The Jaguars
Jags.
got cap space. That's
yeah, good for them, but it's the Jags. But
I got the Jags at 4th actually.
I have the bottom, like fourth to last, or just fourth overall.
So,
seven.
Hold on. First off, I just want to make this comment. I definitely do think, though, Ian, kind of what you touched on. Kirk Cousins had he had a quiet good year.
Mm-hmm.
He, let's see, had 33 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 4,200 yards passing, 66% completion. Got him to an 8-8 record. Obviously, that's not good enough to win.
Cost him his team because he missed the Packers game. I'll say it. He cost him his team. So
would they have gotten in with a 9-8 record?
It would have been more interesting.
It would have been close because of Philly's 9-8.
It would have been a lot closer. That's for damn sure. Had a great year, but at the end, man, I don't know.
So, Ian, what would you do if you're taking over? Are you running it back after his contract's up, or because when his contract expires, he'll be 34?
I mean, shit. He's a guy that I don't like that plays well. Like, I don't like him. Personal preference, not a fan, but like the numbers are the numbers. It's hard. Like, if you have a guy in place that's stable, you see, like Denver, ever since Peyton left, they've been soul searching, trying to find someone to just hold it down at least, like minimum. So like, it's hard to part with. Like, it's a dangerous proposition to be like, we're just gonna let a quarterback walk out because you never know when you're gonna get another one. The Bears have never had one. Like, if Kirk Cousins played for the Bears,
Shane, put that down.
He would be the best quarterback the Bears have ever had. You know?
Yeah.
So like, it's risky business to part with it. So it's difficult. It's gonna be in the hands of whoever they bring in, obviously. But
and I can tell you for sure he won't be moved this year because his salary for this year already was fully guaranteed as of last year. So he will for sure be getting $45 million this year.
That's insanity.
And if they try to move him, they will be eating $45 million in dead cap.
Good heavens.
Oh, great.
And also Delvin Cook's getting old too. I mean, usually for running backs by 30, they're out of their prime.
Hey, man.
And might just trade for him in fantasy.
Hey, man. Take it easy. Take it easy. All right. He's still a top running back. All right. Let's slow down.
Typically, the life cycle is pretty short, but
yes, he's 20. He's 27. Had a few injuries this year. He's got
3 years of Dalvin Cook is enough time.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. He's still got 4 years under contract. He has 4 years.
Dalvin does?
Yes, his contract expired. He's a free agent in 2026.
Yeah, there are worse places to be.
They can get out. They can get out of his deals after next season. So
okay, so what do you
pivoting? Who we got next? We have Bears, Dolphins,
the Jags at 4,
Jags, and Raiders left.
I'd go Jags next.
Yeah,
I would agree.
Then the Bears. Then the Raiders. Then the Dolphins.
I go Raiders.
Now we switch.
To be honest with you,
we're all
hold on, stop.
Chaos.
Slow down.
Raiders shouldn't even need to go find a new head coach. They have theirs.
Hold on. Let's start Jaguars. They have 2 running backs. If they could stay healthy. You have Trevor Lawrence, which
You got to
Well,
get a
two of you-
quarterback.
two-
'cause you have
Two
a bust.
two people here are out. Shane, what's your verdict on? Are you still to be determined on Trevor? Are you out on Trevor?
TBD.
Okay.
I like the different coach and see what's going on with that.
Ian, are you still also TBD? Or are you leaning one way?
I think that what I think is that we should wait on it. And realistically, if you're in Jacksonville's shoes, you're going to hire someone because of Trevor Lawrence anyway.
Yeah.
So he's in the picture no matter what.
So you have Trevor, you have Robinson and ETN. You got DJ Shark, Laviska Chenault. That's about it. That's about
What did
it.
you
I have a
What did he just
Oh,
say?
what about Dan
Josh
Arnold?
Allen?
What about Arnold?
Dan
Josh-
Arnold, obviously.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen's really good.
He is.
He's good. So who hired Urban Meyer? Like, who's their GM?
That's Trent Bulk.
So, like, why is he not getting fired for being responsible for hiring Urban Meyer?
Well,
Did he not hire Urban Meyer?
Ian. That's did you see the whole thing? What happened this past weekend there at the game?
Where what's her
They-
face on the jumbotron?
well, not e-
and they were like
the-
dressed up like clowns and shit.
Yes,
too, weren't
the fans all dressed up as clowns to
Respect.
push the Fire Trent Bulk movement. Has not worked. He's still the GM.
I was gonna say
See,
that
that's
really
It's like
that's
a McCaskey thing.
that's a red flag right there. Immediate red flag. The fact that the leadership above you has already done some questionable things. I would have expected them to fully kind of clean everything out.
So,
But also
Trent,
at the same time, like, is Urban Meyer making all those personnel decisions? I imagine he was. So
so
did GM even make bad draft
so-
choices or like, you know?
So Ian, Trent Bulk, if you don't recall, or all of you guys, I should say, he was the GM with the Niners from 2011 through 2016. So he was there through the whole Jim
Oh,
Harbaugh
he's the
run.
Harbaugh. So you're gonna take a chance on that guy.
So then in 2020, but he was out of the league from 16 through, or from 17 through 2020. He was not doing anything in the league. He was working as a consultant for the NFL. Then in 2020, the Jaguars hired him as the director of player personnel. Then they fired their GM towards the end of the year, so he became the interim GM, and then he got promoted this past year. So this was his first hire, was Urban Meyer.
Nice.
There was a lot of ownership stuff involved with that too, though.
Yes.
That's been documented. The Jags owner, because
Yes,
they're
Khan,
based in
yes.
they're based in Florida. Urban's coach in Florida, so there's a lot of interesting.
He was also the one that Trent Bulk was also the one that hired Jim Tomsula to be the Niners head coach.
Why?
Was that the guy after
who is
Harbaugh?
that?
That was a guy after Harbaugh, and then he
Yeah.
was also the one that hired Chip Kelly.
Interesting.
So he's not had a very great run recently with hiring coaches. So hopefully for their sake, it gets better this time. All right. So, but I mean, again, to the whole point though, you have a potential franchise quarterback. You have a lot of cap. See what
First
you can
pick.
do. You have the number one pick.
Got not
See
the
what
Don't
you-
fuck it up. It's all right.
See what you can do. So then who are we going to next? Are we going Vegas? Or are we going Chicago? Miami?
I have Vegas too.
I got Vegas.
I have the
Oh, like-
wait. I thought we about 3.
Yeah, I just said that.
Oh, 3.
Vegas.
Oh.
I said
You said
Vegas?
2, I thought.
Oh, Vegas, Dolphins, and Bears.
Bears 3.
I have Bears 3.
Yeah.
Vegas.
I have Vegas as
Ian, what do you
number
have?
1.
I have Vegas 2.
Ian, who do you have at 3? Do you have Vegas or you have who do you got?
I mean, Vegas is like already kind of a complete team, so
You got Derek Carr.
yeah.
I really like Derek Carr.
I was
They
gonna
gonna-
say,
Jacob.
they really
so,
gonna
like,
fire that guy?
I can't.
No, I'd
You
keep him.
can't. You
Keep
can't.
him. I don't even know his name. Still don't know it. That's fine. Great coach.
Oh, I know.
That
Yeah, I
dude,
didn't even
he's a
have
good-
him considered, to be
whoever
honest,
that
until
guy
I saw
is.
this tweet.
Rich Basia, I believe that's how you
Keep
say his
him.
name.
Keep him.
Sure.
The way him making the playoffs through all the off-field shenanigans, and he
I
still
won't-
made the
I-
playoffs.
I won't lie.
Yeah.
He he should definitely be in consideration for Coach of the Year.
He won't get it because
He won't get it, but
he
no.
won't get it. But he should. Yeah, I'd keep him. Why not? Why not?
And I mean,
Yeah,
and kind
I
of like we were like kind of like what Ian.
And
was
if they
kind of
don't get him, other teams should call him.
Well, I know the Raider spot was one of the big ones for potential for Jim Harbaugh.
Well, if Jim Harbaugh is available,
Yeah, forget
all right,
it.
fine. But if anybody else, I'd rather have the guy they have in right now. He knows the system well. He's winning. Keep him.
But now it just worries me. Does it end up like the whole Cleveland thing?
Well,
with Freddie Kitchens, how he was the one that took over and the team got behind him, and then the next year was an utter disaster.
I don't think they made the playoffs.
I was going to ask if the Kitchen coached the playoffs.
I don't think they made the playoffs.
Let me look.
What year did he?
Because Kevin Stefanski was the one that brought him to the playoffs.
Right.
What year
I'm looking, Ian. I got
I would
Freddie Kitchens was 2019.
They did not make the playoffs that year. No. So I think it's two different things, to be honest.
I could see it becoming a similar situation, but because Cleveland's roster wasn't bad in 2019.
It still
They
isn't
got
bad.
Well,
They got
no,
a
like,
great
yeah,
roster
right,
now.
right, yeah. So it's not. I mean, they're two totally complete teams that the coach fucks up. I mean, that's a risk you take, but at the same time, it's hard. How are you about to tell this dude he's not doing a good enough job? Like,
yeah.
Given no one thought they were gonna be here. Like, imagine they win a playoff game. Like,
No, that's not going to happen.
They
Go
can win.
Bengals.
They can win a playoff game.
We'll get there.
Go Bengals.
We'll get there.
We'll
We're getting there.
All right.
next.
So again, I guess then we're pivoting to the Bears. Is that where we're going to next?
Well, no, I wouldn't have the Bears too, but yeah, we can go to the Bears.
Well,
Neither
okay.
do I. But
I do, but
okay,
I
I'm
mean,
curious.
Well, let
why
Shane
this-
talk. Let
I'm
Shane-
curious-
let
I mean,
Shane go ahead.
I was gonna say there's only two teams left, so it's either Bears or Dolphins. It doesn't matter which one we pivot to next. So
Let Shane talk about the Bears.
go ahead, Shane. What?
I mean, they just have.
Hold on,
like-
Shane. Do you want to be the head coach or the GM?
Wait, hold on.
If
Wait.
you were to pick.
Shane, hold on. Shane. All right, I can't wait for Shane to make his argument, and then I can't wait for Ian just to come in and tear the whole thing down.
Yeah, go ahead, Shane.
I mean, it's
Well,
just
we don't know.
attractive.
We don't know.
You're
Thank
right.
you.
They
Thank
could.
you
They
for the
could.
confidence.
They could have the same wavelength here.
It's just an attractive job, whether it's head coach or GM. I mean, there's talent on both sides of the ball. They just got to evolve Justin Fields, and they got cap space. I know they don't have a first rounder, but I mean, go spend some money on an offensive line and some corners and see what happens.
All right, Ian, take over now. It's all you.
I mean, so the way I feel about it is that like it has to be one of the most attractive jobs, particularly for GM, only for the fact that you answer to an owner that has absolutely no idea how football works.
He did say that.
Like there is no one above you that could possibly be able to tell you that you did a bad job. So you're going to have an immense amount of flexibility and leeway. They gave Ryan Pace 7 years? So particularly for the GM spot, beyond the fact that because I know it doesn't matter to people in the modern age, and I don't think it matters, and I think it's dumb, but like the Giants, the Bears are the Bears, and it's still NFL legacy job. It's the charter franchise. In league circles, that stuff matters. I think Justin Fields matters. You don't really have a lot like Trevor Lawrence. There's no way to evaluate him at this point. It's impossible because of just the pure nonsense that was around him and the fact that he was all over the place. He had no protection. His wide receiver core was pretty non-existent besides Darnell Mooney. So there's that to it. I think there are some challenges to it. The fact that they're kind of at a crossroads of their 2018 core is kind of headed one direction. Akeem Hicks pretty much, he's done. His contract's expired. He'll be gone. And then you're going to have to figure out a lot of big contractual decisions to make on their offensive line, the interior with guys like James Daniels and stuff like that. I don't think it's the
You're
worst.
Right. Ian right here, 31 Bears slated to hit free agency.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of turnover. And I think if the argument, against it is the fact that, you know, you don't have as good of a roster as some of these more complete teams. That's totally understandable. It makes sense. And the fact that I think they're headed towards like more of a rebuild than not. And you're going to go into that without a first round pick unless you try to, you know, string together some sort of trade. So there's that. I just think if I can't speak to head coach as well, but I really think if you're a GM candidate, there's no place you would rather be than a place where you have full autonomy and the people that hired you don't know how to tell if you suck or not.
Perfect.
Like in any job, like if your boss, like you're getting paid handsomely, you're doing the thing that you want to do, and there's absolutely no pressure for you. Like you can draft Mitch Trubisky, and it's fine. You can't don't even worry about it. We're not gonna let that.
Not only draft them, but trade up to get them too.
Trade up to get them, and then we're gonna let you acquire Nick Foles. That's cool. Wait, that didn't work. How about we got all right, Andy Dalton? Okay, we're gonna do that. Wait a minute, pivot. We can get Justin. You know what I'm saying? Like guys in others towns would have gotten fired years before Ryan Pace got fired for the decisions that he made. And he wasn't a horrible GM. He had some hits in the draft, but you know that Robert Quinn signing ended up looking a little bit better now. It's just the attractive job thing is weird to me because there's only 32 of these, so they're all attractive, But
I think the biggest thing though, especially with the Bears, and I mean you kind of already touched on it, is just how long of a chance she'll be given.
One would assume, based on what we know,
you're gonna get a full shot. Like they're not gonna shorten you of a shot here.
They have it that tends to be, unless it becomes like a Mark Trestman-esque dysfunctional circus. Like as long as they brought in Bill Polian, right? And they brought in Bill Polian not to help them pick who their next GM is. They brought in Bill Polian to be like, hey, should we fire Ryan Pace? Because we're kind of on the fence. Like they brought him in November to take a look. Like they didn't even know if they should have fired Ryan Pace. Like that's how inept they are. And it's a weird way to put it, but if the ownership is that if it's that hands off, I think that's extremely attractive to GM candidates. And if they get a good one and you get a decent coach in there, then you have a chance. The problem is the guys that they always pick suck. So I expect it to be just more suckage, honestly.
Now
I feel like they always get the gem in the later rounds. I feel like that's where they get most of their big hits,
Ryan Pace was very good at drafting in the 6th round, but absolutely horrible at drafting in the 1st round. I don't understand.
I feel like that's just a Bears thing.
Kevin White.
Throwback.
Leonard Floyd.
Now, Ian,
he's pretty good on the Rams.
Ian,
but that's a bust for us.
Ian, do these quotes from Bill Polian worry you that he's part of the group that's in charge?
Chad Kelly is the most talented QB in the draft. Now, what year did Chad Kelly
Brown should draft Manziel 4th overall.
If I had a first round grade on Brady, but didn't draft him in 6 rounds.
Look at him.
Tyrann Matthew Tyrann Matthew shouldn't be drafted by any team. Lamar should be a running back.
What the hell?
This is
This guy gets it. This guy gets it. I don't have any issue with any of these quotes that he said.
What's funny too is he came up through the Bills and the Colts, right? He built the Bills team in the 90s with Jim Kelly, and he built the Peyton Manning Colts. And then you look at the list of guys that they're interviewing, and they're all from the Bills and the Colts, and it's nice.
For some reason, though, I feel like people from the Colts organization tend to do okay.
Well, no, it's not necessarily a bad thing. I just think it's funny that they brought in a guy who's not employed with the team and to work with us for a few months to pick our next GM. And then he's going to be nah, fire Ryan Pace. And here's a bunch of dudes I like, all from places that you've already worked. And then if he's hire that guy and they do, he's not held accountable for that decision being bad because there's no one. There's no football president to get fired if the GM hire doesn't work. That's why it's such a good GM job. You're the guy. You are in charge. And when you talk about coaching candidates, depending on who some of you guys would want or not want, Bear fans, I mean, if you get a strong personality head coach, then the whole GM thing, it gets complicated. But back to what we're talking about here, the list of rankings, I think they're in the middle. I think they're in a good spot. I don't think they're the absolute best. They're not the absolute worst. They're kind of in the middle in cap space going into the offseason. They don't got a first round pick. They got a young quarterback. They got some talent. Roquan Smith should have been a Pro Bowler. He better be on the fucking All Pro team. I'm tired of this dude he's better than Bobby Wagner this year. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of it.
I saw on the NFL when I was looking up the Bears right now, I saw he got named to the All Pro list on NFL.com. So that
look,
might
if it's
be
second team, it's fine. I don't care. Just all right. That's it.
I'm thinking that's got to be something to note. If he's on the NFL.com All Pro list, that might be something to foreshadow.
Ian, who do you want for head coach?
I was about to say, so yeah, let's wrap up the Bears talk with who does the group like? Who do we like here?
Well, I gotta know who Shane wants.
I want to hear you first.
No, I gotta hear Shane first.
Byron Leftwich.
You're the guest on the pod. Come on now.
This is true.
I like Dable. I know he's a big name right now, but somebody who can evolve a quarterback. I mean, he helped out Josh Allen, and that offense is booming. So
that's good.
They need to stick something with an offensive mind. I think. I know Matt Nagy was supposed to have an offensive mind, but.
The thing about Dable compared to Matt Nagy, and even Byron Leftwich too, is those guys have been calling plays for a lot longer than Matt Nagy was calling plays. So you have that going for you if you go in that direction.
Yeah,
I think the clear choice is Jim Harbaugh. Like, I don't think it's a real option, but like, I mean, if I could pick, I'd pick Jim Harbaugh. He checks all my boxes, all of them. But more,
he likes SpongeBob too,
dude. He loves SpongeBob.
That's big. That's big. You need that. You need that. That's a Bears culture thing.
That. Yeah, he moves up for me for that. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He was asked about SpongeBob, and he said he was a fan of SpongeBob because at Michigan they have this quote: "You got to treat every day with like enthusiasm unknown to mankind," like some dumb shit like that, where it's like you have to be super enthusiastic about what you do all the time. And Jim Harbaugh was like, "I just love SpongeBob's attitude when he goes into work. Like that dude is just always happy to be working. He goes into the Krusty Krab and he's got this positive mindset. Like he's gonna go in there and he's gonna make those Krabby Patties and like that. It was something like that. I just want
to say, if Jim Harbaugh does come back and goes to the Bears, can he at least do can he stick with his recruiting style? Like when trying to get free agents, can he sleep over with them and do like the treehouse? Didn't he do like a treehouse at one point?
So he did a sleepover at a punter's house trying to get to commit. And then one time he was playing catch with a quarterback recruit outside his house, and the ball got stuck in a tree. So he had to he climbed the tree himself to get the ball out of the tree. But my personal favorite is when the recruit invited him over for WrestleMania, and they watched WrestleMania in the recruit's basement. And then Jim Harbaugh ended up moving the coffee table out of the way, and then like having a wrestling match with the recruit in his basement, like reenacting WrestleMania. All things that have actually happened. Pretty sure all of those guys committed to Ohio State. But no, I'm kidding. But Jim Harbaugh checks all my boxes. He's a guy that has a clear identity. You know exactly what he's going to bring. Proven winner. He's won everywhere he's gone, NFL or otherwise. And he's a guy that's former Bear, so that's cool. I think he has all of those traits that I really like. More realistically,
I was about to say, so yeah, what's your fallback? Since you said that you think
he's not a real option. He's not a real option.
So yeah, who's your fallback?
I wouldn't hate Doug Peterson. I'd kick the rocks on Doug Peterson. There's a lot of guys I'm really conflicted about. I've been listening, because I'm sick, so I'm bedridden. So I've been listening to sports radio all day. And this is a good segue into the Dolphins, but like the amount of like contention and like there's a lot of Brian Flores talk in the fan base right now, and in like in circles over like there's a lot of debate over how legit of a candidate Brian Flores would be. I think it's an interesting conversation.
So is this a perfect segue into me? Is this what
we're
getting
sure.
To? Perfect. All right. Brian Flores. Love him as a coach. He was a great coach. Here's the thing, bottom line, he couldn't put together an offensive staff. 3 years, 4 O-line coach, 4 OCs. He was ready on Sunday night to fire both the OCs again, so we were going to get another one next year. Chris Greer stopped that and said, no, you're not firing anyone because you're fired. listen, yeah, it was a shock. But after all the reports come out, and obviously you got to take everything with a grain of salt. Listen, they think their contention window is now. They think it's up and coming. And they didn't want to sit around on Flores not putting together a winning offense. So they feel that they can find a better candidate right now. And that's where they're at.
So I have a comment on that because I heard something. I just read some article with a guy with a check mark. So he could
That's
be
fine.
just off. That he didn't want Tua. So he could have
that
tried
is-
to put offense together, but they didn't.
That is actually fictional. That is not correct.
Okay. So what's the basis
he
on
did
that?
he did okay. So the whole backstory on that draft. Steve Ross, the owner, was actually very pissed with the team that they did not lose the game to Cincinnati in the 2019
tanking.
season. He was very upset that Brian Flores put together a win because
How dare that coach win?
That's what I'm saying. Like
Steve Ross really wanted Joe Burrow, and the reports are that he 100% did offer 5 first-round picks to Cincinnati for the first overall pick, in which they said no. So then, obviously, we came down to Tua and Herbert. Obviously, the reports are that he did not want Tua, but that's incorrect because he did have final say on that draft. And so he was the one that ultimately said, since I'm the coach, this is who I want. He picked Tua. Now, obviously, yes, he's gonna probably rebut that and say, because it's not working out well. And obviously we could look at Justin Herbert over in LA. He's looking like a superstar. So of course, yeah, he's going to say, no, it wasn't my fault. I was totally against it. But that's not what happened. He signed off on it. He was all in for Tua. What also is true though is that he did talk down on everyone. He didn't lose the locker room. People still respected him, but the way that he treated folks in the locker room wasn't really well. I guess reportedly now during the Tennessee game in week 17, there was a huge fight between Tua and Flores. F-bombs were being thrown around.
I'd take Flores in the fight.
Funny enough, actually, know that you say that. I guess Tua was the one that initiated the whole thing.
Oh, how dare he?
Of course.
Tua was the one, because I guess, well, it's funny you say that, Shane. That's what happened. Was that also too is that Brian Flores was
we were there.
Brian Flores was already preparing to make all these moves. He was ready to move Tua this offseason. He was ready not to.
Flores wanted Watson, correct?
Yeah, okay. That's another misconception. It was really the whole organization.
God, my sources are terrible.
The whole organization.
They're just my Twitter timeline. God,
the whole organization. I mean, it's true. Yes, he wanted Watson.
Okay, but never mind. My sources were correct.
The whole organization wants him, and that's no secret. Now, how will that change things now with that talk? I still think Miami will be in on Watson. It just depends on if Watson still really wants to come here. That's because he's got the no trade clause, so he sits to sign off.
I did also see one of the reasons why Watson did want to go was because of Flores.
That was one of the big reasons. But of course, he's still not against it because, of course, it's Florida.
They have a good team.
They have a good team. He wanted to come here because of the cap flexibility, so that way you're able to build and bring in people that Watson wants to throw to and all that stuff. So he still likes it. Plus Florida, no state state tax and all that stuff. So it's your typical Florida reasons why you might go. As for this new coach, I don't know. I think an experienced head coach would be the obvious choice. Doesn't seem like that's where they're going. It seems like right now their top guy might be Mike McDaniel from the 49ers.
Huh?
Mike McDaniel.
Who's that?
Well, you want to see Mike McDaniel?
Yeah.
Mike,
is that really an upgrade? He's got to be an offensive guy then, right?
He is an offensive guy. He is pretty much like the anti-McVay. He is freakish smart. He's a Yale graduate.
Are you calling McVay stupid?
McVay's smart.
No. He's just the opposite. This is what's described.
You just called him the opposite and then said he was smart. So just
no. This is what they're describing him as, the anti-McVay. This is Mike McDaniel.
Is he old then? Like what?
No,
like...
he is 38.
No.
Okay.
Nah,
First off,
you're lying.
that guy, no. First off, that guy goes to volunteer park and plays softball 1 day a week. That guy right there looks like he plays at volunteer park. He plays second base. That guy is not.
That can't be real. Shane, you gotta see this, man.
Sure
You gotta see this.
Look at that
That's
first photo.
no. That's gonna be. That's who the Dolphins want.
Dude, he's in the Roman Build Flag Football League.
Thank you.
He's the coach. He's one of the coaches.
He is one of the ones they are.
Flag football.
He is one of the ones they like. He's one of the ones they like. He's actually probably my personal favorite. I won't lie.
I look at him.
Hey, don't judge a book by its cover.
I'm judging a book by its cover. Look at him. Come on, man. What does he do? Is he offensive coordinator? What is he?
Yeah, he's the OC.
Okay.
Looks like he does.
I've never seen this guy before. How have I never seen this dude? Look at the first picture, bro. He's doing. What is that, bro? What smirk is that?
That's what I'm saying, dude.
It's a bad picture.
That alone,
bro. It looks like he's the water boy. Like, what is this?
I cannot confirm if this is fact or fiction. Supposedly this is fact. He really will only look at teams in which states are legalized with marijuana.
Oh, dude, you cannot make this.
He moved up so fast on my rankings. It's honestly insane. It's honestly insane how quickly.
We should get fins up, baby. Get him in there.
This guy gets it. Actually, oh my gosh,
bro. Get him in the Bears, quick. Bro. Get him on the Bears. Look at him.
And then, and you know what? He was a former addict. He is now one. He's battled back through his hardships.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good.
That's a win.
Story.
We like that's a good feel-good story.
He fought back. Look at that. Like we said, who doesn't love stories?
Who doesn't love drugs? Get back on, dude. I'm for this guy for sure. I'm on this guy.
Okay, so see, this one looks a little bit better.
Okay, yeah, he looks like a
Yeah, except
it's like a real
the giant hat. No.
Yeah, no. Go back up. Go back up.
Go back
yeah, go back up. Go back up.
No.
Keep going back
that
up.
One.
Yeah. No, the middle. No, that one.
Oh, that is a giant hat.
That's not a good fit on him. I'm not gonna lie. That's not a good fit.
All right. Well, besides,
how old is he?
He's 38.
Okay.
But
so
no,
that's why they call him McVay, because he's a young offensive coordinator or something.
He's a smart dude.
He's an Ivy League grad.
I told you he went to Yale.
That.
Oh, I didn't listen. I was too busy laughing, bro. I was too busy laughing at Mike, bro.
He's a graduate from Yale.
Okay,
but
right.
they're looking at him, Brian DeBall. It's like how all off seasons go with coaches. They all usually interview the same guys. I just saw
they
right
should
now
get Doug Peterson.
I just saw. Well, that's that was my number one guy initially, and then I learned who Mike McDaniel was, and then I kind of fell in love with him.
How about Bill O'Brien? After his performance on Monday.
Beautiful. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. If you can build a good staff, I don't hate it.
Okay.
I like Doug Peterson though. Mike McDaniel's nice. Brian DeBall. He makes sense because he was Tua's OC at Bama. He's got history. He does like Tua quite a bit. And then obviously the Dolphins like it because it steals away a coordinator and more coaches from the Buffalo Bills.
I hope my boy Todd Bowles gets some love too. I'm hoping my guy Todd.
I know the Dolphins are interviewing Vance Joseph, who was the former DC for Miami. I don't want that one. That's one of the ones I don't really want. I saw they're interviewing Leslie Frazier. I think the Bears are also.
Yep.
He played for the Bears?
Yep.
Okay. So get him on
so,
okay, sweet.
It's interesting, but kind of just going through what we've all been talking about, though. Dolphins have the number one cap space. You had a top 5 defense. You have a stud receiver with Jalen Waddle. Maybe a franchise QB with Tua. Maybe not. If not, though, you have draft capital and just capital in general to move. So I think and it's Florida. So it's a desirable job.
Agreed. That's my number one. I agree.
I do have a question. So is Bill O'Brien, is that the same Bill O'Brien from the Texans?
Yeah,
there's actually two Bill O'Brien.
That's the one Shane, that's the one who traded D-Hop for a bag of chips. That's the one.
I know. So you want the Dolphins to hire him?
Well, he wouldn't have GM powers.
I want head coach Bill O'Brien, not GM
Yeah,
Bill
no,
O'Brien.
he's a lot
Okay.
better coach than a GM. I can agree
as
on
long,
that
as
one.
long as GM Bill O'Brien doesn't got his hands all over things, I'm okay with it. The moment he starts touching things, I'm out.
Do you think he wants that though? That maybe he won't take the job, but maybe he wants that.
Maybe he made all those trades with the Dolphins.
I think right now the only thing he has lined up, I think, is an interview with the Jaguars. I think that's the only thing so far.
Oh, it's a perfect. Oh yeah, yeah. So is in Jacksonville. Give him GM there too. Let him trade Trevor Lawrence for a bag of chips. Let him do that.
Mike, do you have a question?
I do. I haven't heard this young guy's name get thrown around yet. I don't know if he maybe needs another more year, but what about Kellen Moore?
He actually, funny you say that.
Cowboys.
That's another.
I don't feel like I haven't heard him at all.
True.
No, he's actually he's interviewing for the Dolphins job.
That's a good one.
A lot of the fans do like him. I'm not totally sold yet, but I could see there's potential there.
Yeah,
I like Byron Leftwich a lot.
OC, but in Eric Bieniemy every year, he gets thrown out every year. And
well, I think that's a byproduct of Matt Nagy.
Yeah. What do you mean? Matt Nagy's the GOAT.
That's true. I'll be seeing his ass do flag football. Where is Matt Nagy gonna do? Do we know? Like what are we feeling?
McDonald's.
He does in the commercials. Ian, Ian, you know what's Matt Nagy? A coordinator somewhere? What do we think?
He's probably gonna be like a position coach on the Chiefs.
Oh, okay. So go back. Okay. All right.
Andy Reid hires him back.
He could. Yeah.
Could you imagine Bieniemy gets hired as a head coach finally, and then he just brings Matt Nagy back to OC?
Or hear me out. Doug Peterson gets hired by the Bears and brings his longtime friend Matt Nagy with him to be the quarterbacks coach. How's that?
Oh no.
You're thinking.
I'll never be a Bears fan
because he did so well with the QB this year.
Nick Foles is the starter then.
Because
if we get Doug Peterson,
of course
we're going to
do the Chicago special.
The Chicago
trade
special.
Fields, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree.
You get Peterson, get rid of him.
I agree. Let's go get Peterson.
All right, let's just preview. Let's do a quick little preview of the weekend. Oh wait, that's not the right graphic. I lost the graphic.
Come on.
Oh well.
Shut this down.
I had it. I did have it.
The meds are wearing off. Hurry up.
He's gonna have to replenish.
I'm getting a Taco Bell box in honor of Ian.
I just yeah. So playoffs.
Yep. We're just gonna run through the matchups
again?
and give like thoughts on each game.
Yeah, I was pulling up the bracket right now. Noah.
Okay.
They can't flex any of these games. Do they not have the power to flex these?
I mean, why would they flex something they already made?
They made the schedule. They just made it.
Yeah.
What do you not like?
They tweaked on the Sunday night game. It should be the Cowboys and the 49ers.
Yeah, Steelers Chiefs is a little soft.
That's why I ask.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. And it's Big Ben. They got to give him on prime time, I guess.
Let's just roll through each matchup. Vegas versus Cincinnati.
Let Shane talk. He's pretty big on Bang. He's got him in the Super Bowl.
No, I said I want them to be in the Super Bowl. I didn't say they were going to be in the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay. But I'm guessing you have them winning.
Yes, I do think they beat the Raiders.
All right. I like Vegas.
I also like Vegas.
I just like that. They're just a good story. You know, coming from the trenches. You know,
they're the Cinderella story here.
I like that. I really like Derek Carr. He's one of those players you want to see win, and it's his first ever playoff game, and I think he's going to win it.
This is the first time he's getting into the playoffs because the last time he did, he had the broken
This won't
ankle.
be the last time you see the Bengals in the playoffs. This won't be the last time. So let the Raiders get their spotlight, and then the Bengals will make it again. So that's my thoughts. I want Vegas to win, and I think they will win. I think Max Crosby's going to have a hell of a game. That guy's pretty good.
Ian?
I think this is like, just looking at the board, this is like the absolute letdown spot. If of all of these teams that have a home playoff game that has all these lofty expectations, like Cincinnati's never done this shit. Not in a while, not with these guys. And whenever they do, they always lose. Historically. I think they'll win the game. They are the better team.
Better team.
Like if I look at all of this, because like if the Patriots beat the Bills, I wouldn't be surprised.
No. Well, no.
But like, if the Raiders beat the Bengals, I'd be like, whoa. And like, the Steelers aren't beating the Chiefs.
You don't think so?
Right.
You don't think they'll give Big Ben another
Big Ben
game?
even said it.
Wait, Big. What did he?
As
What
soon-
did Big, wait,
as
really?
As soon as Big Ben said it, then
Yeah.
I
Wait.
knew.
Big Ben say what? What did he say?
He said
He
like,
said we literally have no
we're not the
chance.
better yet. He was like, we're not the better team. We're just happy to be here. Like, you just
You're
gotta
lying.
enjoy the moment.
Let's just
Oh
have
no, I'm
fun.
dead serious.
Hey, respect the Big Ben for being 100% honest. We're all respect to him.
And I guess like any
I got-
like it's
Yeah, no,
not
yeah,
that
right.
bad.
Yeah, the exact quote is, "We don't have a chance, so let's just go in and have fun."
Respect. That's what it's all about. Having fun, baby. Having fun. They did. I remember they played each other in Kansas City. The Chiefs won by like 30. So I will have another one of those games.
All right, I'm switching my pick. I want the Bengals now. I didn't realize you guys were on Vegas. I want Cincinnati.
Oh, you just want to be different? Okay.
I picked the Bengals.
All right,
Yes.
well then let's go to the next fun one. Patriots visiting the Bills.
Now we're talking. This is gonna be a great game. I'm
I'm
excited.
about to
for
say
this.
something irresponsible.
Oh, go
Uh-oh.
ahead.
The Patriots are going to the Super Bowl.
Oh boy.
Finally, someone understands and gets it. Finally, someone gets
It's
it.
irresponsible.
Okay.
I shouldn't say it. I shouldn't say it.
This is my take on the game. I'm sorry, Mike. I'm picking the Bills for one reason and one reason only. I picked them before the season. I'm
Fair.
sticking with it.
Mm.
I'm going the Bills. It's going to be a great game.
I'm
Hopefully,
pretty sure
it's not million miles per hour wins again. I mean,
Is
0
that one-
degrees
is
is
it-
like the
hold on.
high.
when
that much.
when is
what's the
when
wins?
is-
What's
when
the
is the
wins
game?
at?
Is that
When?
Saturday?
It's like a Saturday afternoon, I think, or
Okay.
That's Saturday.
night, maybe. I don't know. I know
I
it's
didn't check the
Saturday,
wins.
but this is the game I'm actually most looking forward to at any game. On the
Hey,
weekend.
No, I got some breaking news real quick. Coachella
Go ahead.
lineup came out. Headliners: Harry Styles, Billie Eilish, and Kanye West.
So you
That's
buying
it.
tickets?
I'm not. Nope.
That is
No, will
a-
not be.
That's a,
Nope. It's
that's
like
a
$2,000, $4,000. I'm good, but it's gonna be
holy
a good one.
crap!
Kanye's supposed to drop. Hey, you see the rumors? Kanye might drop a song Friday.
Yeah, it's with Pusha T in the game.
Yeah, fire. Okay. But back. Yeah, I'm excited for this game. I have Buffalo, just
Shane,
because
who
I
do you
picked
have?
them before the season.
I got Buffalo. I think it's just gonna be a low scoring, nasty game, probably. Just running
Should
the
be
football.
gritty.
I'm gonna go with New England, but I definitely do. It's gonna be a close one.
What's the spread's got to be like 3 or 4.
I believe when I was looking at it, I think Buffalo -4.
Okay, so they have Buffalo slightly favored then. Just that's gotta be like, it's damn near 50-50.
And then lastly, I don't know if we need to have a whole long discussion. Last game in the AFC, Pittsburgh versus KC.
Yeah, is Pittsburgh going to cover the spread? That's the question.
I think it's like minus 13 or 10.
Okay, well, are they going to cover the
12,
spread?
12.5 right now.
All
Oh,
right.
there you go.
Well, I'll take the Chiefs.
I
I'm
think
gonna
they
take
cover.
I'm gonna take the
Maybe
Chiefs.
they cover, but I'm taking the Chiefs to win. I don't think anyone's taking Pittsburgh.
If Big Ben has no faith, then I can't have faith.
Yeah, if the quarterback of the team says we have no chance, so why should we think they have a chance?
Ian, are you siding with the group here?
Man, Steelers Patriots AFC Championship game. to be honest.
Ooh.
Oh, we're
I'm
going
kidding.
back. We're
I'm
going
kidding.
back to the basics, baby.
I'm kidding. No,
Oh.
I don't think this. Will the Steelers cover? Probably not. Yeah, the Chiefs.
Mike, yeah, Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't get asked about the Patriots either. I got the Chiefs.
You said Patriots to the Super Bowl.
I know. I just figured we were going down the line.
No, go ahead. No.
Go
Go
ahead. No, go ahead.
Yeah,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
You go ahead. I mean, we all.
You're
knew who
the
you were
only one
taking.
with the team in here.
You were the only one who we knew who you were taking, so I didn't think we really needed to.
Big
Yeah,
Buffalo.
I
guy.
I mean,
What, Mike? What's your keys to the game? How can New England win this one?
do any of these teams have the greatest coach to ever coach?
No, they do not. Well, one team does.
That's all I need to.
That's
That's
New
really
England.
all I need to hear.
It's New
That's
England.
it. That's it.
But Nick Saban
that's
was
really
the best
all it
coach
is.
in college. Nick Saban, we all agree, is the best college, and he lost.
Ooh.
Yeah, but that's two different things, right? So
I mean,
Isn't there
Saban
some
tried the
weird-
NFL and it didn't work.
I
So-
agree, but the best at their respective sport. I mean, Nick Saban did lose, but I think I'm just hoping for a good game. I just hope for a great game.
I
hope-
think there's like
I
some
hope they have
weird
fun.
stat. There's some weird stat that like Nick Saban and Bill Belichick haven't won the same year, or they have won the same year. Something weird like that.
Oh. But this, honestly, this is a huge game for Buffalo. Huge. If you think about it, right? Is New England's going to get better, right? Right? They'll get better.
Yeah.
One could argue it is a playoff game.
No, but I'm saying if Buffalo can't. I'm saying, Ian, if Buffalo can't win now, are they going to beat them when New England's even better? Probably not.
Well, and here come the Dolphins with that dude that builds computers.
Well, no, honestly, hold on, wait.
Don't even worry about the Jets. We'll find out. We'll hold it down.
To Noah's point, though, Buffalo looks like they're going to be losing coaches too.
Mm-hmm. I think of any team on this, Buffalo has got to win. That's the team that has to win the most. Of course, it's a playoff game, Ian. But with the most pressure, it's Buffalo.
And obviously their window's not shutting down. They're still going to be.
But New England's is getting bigger.
Hey, yeah. In 2018, when the Bears lost, everyone was like, their window's not closed yet.
I disagree.
You disagree?
I disagree.
You think New England's going to get worse?
No. You said the team has the most pressure to.
Yeah, I say Buffalo.
I think the Rams.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
That's a good one.
Matthew. They did give up a lot for Stafford. No, I agree on that.
Right. That's kind of
okay. Bills in the AFC, Rams in the NFC. That's pretty much the teams with the most pressure.
Oh, actually, could you make the argument for Arizona?
No, because they played like shit at the end. Packers too, yeah.
Well, I was just thinking Arizona because we did this last year where they got in and then looked pathetic, and there was a whole talk this year about how if they didn't do well this year, Cliff Kingsbury is going to be out.
Yeah, they're one of the best road teams in the league. Maybe they can win it.
All right,
I have them winning.
Well, there we go. I was about to say, well, here we go. So we're on that game. So LA versus Arizona.
I have Arizona because I'm an Arizona fan, and they're a great road team. And Stafford is just so inconsistent. It's hard for me. Those are the reasons why. Arizona fan, road team, Stafford.
I'm going to go with the Rams. I think they're going to finally start to figure out everything again. Mike.
Oh yeah, I got the Rams.
Okay, Shane.
As do I.
Ian?
No, let me be the lone wolf, Ian. Pick the Rams.
Man, you should have gone to me first, man. Never pick against Buda Baker in the wild card round. Are you guys crazy?
Boom. I want to be the lone wolf, though. That's all right.
But he lost last year.
The Cardinals weren't in the playoffs last year.
Yeah, they were.
The medicine's wearing off, boys. I can't lie.
Cardinals were not in the playoffs. They choked. They lost to the Rams. Remember Kyler got hurt? Yeah.
Kyler got hurt. That's why. Kyler's fine.
All right.
I'm a
but they don't have D-Hop. But I'm still going with them.
Bill O'Brien didn't need him.
Niners Cowboys, that's the Nickelodeon game.
That is an all-time NFL matchup.
So we put it on Nickelodeon.
Hey.
Oh, and I should have mentioned the Arizona Rams game. That's the weird Monday nighter we're getting this year.
I don't think it's weird. I think it's cool. I'm cool with it.
I did realize.
Think about it. We're having more games.
Well, hold on. I did realize it was MLK Day, so that kind of makes more sense.
We're having more games, so you can do another day. Who doesn't like more football? Come on.
Of course. Anyway, so yeah, Niners and Cowboys on Nickelodeon.
It's on what else? What else is it on? CBS.
CBS.
Okay, I'm watching it on CBS.
As am I.
I like the Niners. I think Debo's going to be the difference maker, and I think Dallas, they can't beat good teams. It's been shown. I think I don't like Zeke at all. If Zeke doesn't have a good game, as he usually does, they lose. He's been regressing a year in. Every year he's been regressing. I think San Fran. No, he's still regressing every year. At the beginning, he was amazing, but he's regressing. I'm not. That's a factual statement. He's regressing. I think San Fran's a better team.
Here you go, Noah. 1,600 yards in 16, 900 in 17, 1,418, 1,319, 920, and then 1,000 this year.
So he's been regressing.
I don't really think that's regressing. It's like going up and down. I don't really know. Like regressing, I feel like it would be 16, then 11, then 9, then 7 and 6. It's just feel like he's stagnant. Like he's not like a top guy, but he's still good. I don't know. If
I think San Fran's going to win. It's going to run through the San Fran Dolphins. Going to run through Debo.
I like Cowboys.
I like Dallas too.
Shane.
Yeah. This is like the toughest game I think, but I'm
I definitely do. I feel like this is probably going to be one of the better games.
Yeah,
I think the spread's
I'm going to go
3,
San
so
Francisco. I think they're going to upset.
Okay, Ian.
Take the Cowboys.
As he's yawning.
He's laying down, bro. He's relaxing. He's cool.
Bro, we got this Bulls game in 15 minutes.
That's true. We do. We gotta get.
go,
Yeah, I
bro.
do gotta catch that game. That is a big game.
Philly, and Tampa.
Philly, let's go.
Unless the Eagles get Nick Foles, Buccaneers will win.
Eagles.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
They have no chance.
Yeah, absolutely. I think. Do they have a better chance of the Steelers? Probably not. Maybe.
No, I think the Steelers have a better chance than the
You think?
Eagles do. Yeah.
I mean, I think the Eagles got a better chance because the Buccaneers are kind of slim at receiver.
So
Yeah.
Godwin and Brown, man, they're out.
So are we all? So we're going with Bucks. Or what are we doing?
Yeah, I'm going
Yeah, I
Bucks,
got the
but
Bucks.
I think it might be closer than people think, I guess. But yeah, Bucks.
Okay. Well, that's it for that. Quickly, Ian, if you want to dip out, you can. I'm not going to make you stay anymore if you don't want to. It's your choice.
Oh, it
What
is.
else
It is
is there?
fantasy time. There's fantasy
Oh,
time.
no,
yeah,
I,
yeah,
well,
I'm
no,
not
I was
gonna be
gonna,
here.
I was gonna do gambling corner real fast.
Oh shit.
I was gonna whip through that.
Oh God, it's happening. No. I'll just put my TV on. You guys keep talking.
Yeah, I have mine
Okay.
ready.
All right. Well, I have mine. All right. My favorite. All right, Shane. If you don't know what we do a favorite underdog, over under, and then a lock of the week.
Oh, I did not do that.
Okay.
I'll send you mine later.
Okay. If you want to dip out, you're more than welcome to.
No, I'm a team player. Keep going.
Okay.
Bro, I didn't do it either, bro. Just to go on, we
Sam
gotta go on the
again?
app.
Underdog.
We do a favorite, an underdog, an over under, and then a lock.
Yeah, you know what? Go to me. I can figure this out.
All right. Well, I already have my favorite this week is Tampa minus 8.5.
Okay, I got mine.
All right, hold on. Noah, go ahead.
Considering it only took like 3 favorites, I gotta pick. I'm gonna go Bills -4.
All right. Who wants to go next?
I got the Rams -4. It's a favorite.
Give me
I
the
was gonna-
Chiefs.
Wait.
I
I'm
was
sorry.
gonna
Wait,
do Rams -4.
So both Shane and Mike are going Rams -4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ian,
Chiefs.
what's
12
that?
and a
at?
half.
12.5. 12.5.
All right.
That's
my,
what. Let's go.
my underdog for this week is give me Vegas +5.5.
All right, Cardinals money line. I don't need no damn points. Give me that money line.
Who's going?
Patriots.
They're 4.
Money-
Oh.
What are you doing, Ian? Money line or?
I'll take the points.
Yeah, +4.
All right. Mike?
Give me the Pats money line.
Dude, I am like on Mike Samuelson's ship right now, and I have a feeling it's gonna sink before we make it to the shore. But like, I'm all in.
Shane, who do you got?
It looks like Ian's vlogging.
I'm gonna go Niners.
It
money
does.
Oh,
line.
dude, I gotta plug in the HDMI, man. It's crazy. You can see my beer bottle.
Niners what?
Niners money line.
All right.
I was between that and the Cardinals.
My over under for this week is the over in the San Fran Dallas game of 51.
Damn, that's high. It's the highest out of all of them.
Honestly, I was looking at it quickly and I'm like, you know what? This one seems pretty solid. I didn't realize that's the highest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna say give me the under on that game actually.
All right. Who we got next?
Give me over in the Bucks game.
What
I
is
don't
that
trust. I don't 46. I think both secondaries aren't that great.
46. Ian or Shane?
I want the under 44 in the Patriots game.
Oh, he's betting on the wins, baby. He's betting on the wins. Cold.
It is 3 degrees at that game.
Shane. What, Ian? Do you want to bet? Ian, do you want to take the under of the Bears? You just want to throw that in there somewhere?
It's
I mean,
what's it at right now?
The total is set at 0.
Hey, bro,
so...
the one time I pick it goes over. That's just my luck.
I'll go over on the Raiders-Bengals game, 49.
Over Cincinnati 49. All right, and then who's everyone's lock? My lock this week is going to be the Rams -4.
Okay, yeah. Chiefs -12.5. If they like we said, if they quarterback, if Big Ben ain't gonna think he's gonna win, they ain't gonna win.
Mike, who you got?
I'll take the Cowboys and the points.
Can someone shout that number?
3.
-3.
Okay. Ian?
My lock, I'll take the over in the Chiefs game.
What's that?
46.
And Shane, lastly, what's your lock?
My lock is the Bengals money line. Go Bengals.
Ooh.
Oh.
Go Bengals.
What's their
Bengals
slogan?
slogan?
What's their slogan? They got something.
Who dat, whatever.
Who day? Who day?
Wait, is it
Who
who dat?
dat
Or,
is
no,
the Saints.
who dat? It's who dat.
Who dat?
That's
Who
the
dat?
Saints. Who
Poverty
dat
franchise.
nation.
Wait. Who dat is the Saints, and then who day is the Bengals?
That's way too similar. They got to figure that out.
Way too similar. Way too similar.
Joe Burrow to the promised land.
Okay. All right.
All right. Well, then let's wrap it up with Dynasty.
Oh, my NCAA 60-year Dynasty play. Oh, no, I'm kidding.
Yes.
Coach of LSU.
Noah said last week, "What am I going to do at quarterback for the future?" I said, "Okay, bet."
You know that was a fleece, bro. Get out of here.
I now have my quarterback for the future. Ian, I got Mac Jones.
Hey!
For Allen Robinson and a Doritos nacho cheese.
Some of these
What do you
trades
want
are
me to
going
do?
through.
Who did that trade?
I'm not.
Hold on.
Jeremy.
And I have hold on. I have a special guest, Kevin Horn. Welcome.
What?
He's at the UC, bro.
At the game, bro.
Nah,
Dude, I
I'm
thought they were off today.
God.
Dude, why did my boy Kevin come in from the Raptors, bro? Like this is like the WWE, like they're bringing in the guest.
Wait, how long have you been waiting? Has it been an hour?
The whole time.
I forgot he was in the backstage, man. They
Bring
just
him
left
in.
him there.
That's
That's
funny
crazy.
as hell. All right, perfect. We got all 5 of us. Sorry, Ian. And your number. We can all argue with each other now. Sweet. Let's do
We
this.
could all
Shane is the
argue with
worst at
Shane.
trades, right?
Oh, for sure.
Hands down.
Right?
Yeah.
Like I don't
he's pretty
understand
bad, yeah.
it. Like
Hold on, Ian. Do you agree?
I can't believe he voted me worst owner. I thought that was out of pocket.
Shane, that was really dude. He almost made
There
a
are-
playoff.
I did not vote you.
Who voted Ian? Then we got to get down to the bottom of this.
I did not.
Ziggy
vote
said
you.
you did.
No.
I'm
Remember?
pretty sure I
No.
voted
No.
Shane.
I went back. Remember, I said that was incorrect because I thought his was the get rid of the trade vetoing, but then I realized it was his saying third place should get money.
Wait, that was not me.
You didn't say third place
Who
should get
else
money
would
after
have
you
said
finished
that?
third place.
See, and
You're
that's
telling me
why
that
scumbag
wasn't you?
behavior.
All right, I won't lie.
Yeah, the guy who went 7th place said third place should get money. Like what? Come on, man. Hey Shane, you just couldn't handle the Dinky Darnolds, bro. You just couldn't handle them.
That's crazy.
Your team are frauds. A bunch of
frauds who got $100. Get the
Bro,
hell
you
outta
went
here,
like
boy.
13-1 and then couldn't win to get to the
Nah, bro.
championship. Your team is the
Shane, Kevin
definition of
owns
fraud,
you.
bro.
Kevin
Hold
owns
on.
you.
No,
Dak
that's your team is
Prescott,
the definition of a
Amari
fraud.
Cooper and the Dallas
And
Cowboys
whose fault is that,
defense
bro?
Go off for
Nobody's.
8 points playing against the Make-A-Wish Foundation and Washington football team.
They are a piss poor franchise, I agree. But that's not my fault.
Yeah, it's not their fault. They're in that division.
So
Yeah, they're just playing their opponent, bro. I'm just playing my opponent.
Kevin, when are you
Right.
going to trade Javante and Mountie to
Never.
Shane?
Shane's not getting anyone off my team.
Oh.
I actually just sent him a trade.
and I stared at it.
I bet it's not
yeah.
good. Yeah,
I won't lie. I
Stared at it and
off.
closed the
What's the
app.
trade?
It was
I-
a
I-
trade.
Hey,
I-
first off, I want to clarify something. I did not think the AJ Brown trade was a fair trade whatsoever. I thought I was getting the better player, obviously.
Oh no shit.
Everyone did. That's
No.
why I got
I-
vetoed.
I took him, bro. I said I'll let me get AJ Brown. All right.
I wanted it to go through. I did not think it was
Obviously.
fair, but for the record,
Yeah, no, we understand.
I just wanted to make this clear. I've talked to maybe one or two other owners in the league, and they did say that they have closed the phone to hearing from Shane Darcy. They are no longer interested of hearing from offers.
Honestly, I've just closed the phone. I think I have like no draft picks to trade, so I'm like, I'm good.
yeah,
I got my 5 picks for the next.
Trade all of your future picks. Just
Yeah, I'm in win now mode, bro. Why do I need these picks? I don't need
Shane,
them.
do you want to announce today's, or do you want me to?
Yeah, what's the trade? No. Go ahead. I got to hear
yeah.
it.
Wait, hold on.
Sadly.
Wait. Shane, do you have? Is it good enough to where you want to announce it and own it, or do you think Kevin should just say
Kevin
what
I
you
mean,
read it.
I offered it. I feel like I should say it.
Kevin should read it.
No, yeah, I agree.
Oh, that's fine.
Sadly, this is the closest thing to a respectable offer we've had in probably years from Shane. Sadly. So I would be receiving Ezekiel Elliott and Jacoby Myers, and I would be giving up David Montgomery and Devontae Smith.
Yeah, well, Jacoby Myers.
Well, you know how I feel about
blows.
Zeke, so
Yeah, and Jacoby Myers blows.
he doesn't
Really?
blow.
Does he
He
blow?
doesn't
He
blow.
blows.
No.
He blows. I'm telling you
He
right now.
doesn't blow.
blows.
He's
Top
just
30
a good.
wide
He's a good
receiver.
receiver.
No,
But
he's
he doesn't have the.
not.
He
He's
doesn't
not.
have the
There's nobody
potential.
else there.
He doesn't have the
sucks.
potential. He does not have the potential that Devontae Smith has, and it's not even. It's not that close. Devontae Smith has so much more potential.
Well,
And
Zeke's
David,
better than
I think David Montgomery's better than Zeke. That's just me.
Zeke's better than David Montgomery.
That's
I think
that's
David
wild.
Montgomery's better.
Love that take.
Yeah.
It's irresponsible, but I love it.
That's wild.
Now,
You're
I
acting up.
do admit some of my trade offers are not the
Some?
best, but
You haven't had a good
But
one.
you know
I
what?
don't think.
all it takes is for a
You
lucky
just
One
want
idiot
dude,
to accept.
dude, this is what
lucky-
Shane, dude.
a
Yeah,
lucky
Shane just wants to
commissioner to-
fleece somebody so he doesn't have to give up anything.
Exactly.
Nice.
Shane,
You're
you
Because
guys
there's- There's teams in this league that it's happened a couple of times where the trades have been severely unfair, and they've gone through.
Adam.
No
Adam,
kidding.
Adam.
No.
Who is it? Who is it? Adam.
I think on my screen. It's the guy that's in the top right corner.
Oh,
I
man, I'm
agree.
in my top right corner.
I mean, that trade was bad.
You know it was, Mike. You know it was.
Which one?
The
Which one?
Stephon Diggs trade was
Bad.
horrible.
Okay, okay,
That was
okay.
pretty bad.
That was bad.
That was bad.
Horrible.
That was before Keenan Allen played at all, though, to be fair. Like, he was still ranked pretty high.
Keenan Allen's
And
pretty good.
that was before the injury. Yeah, and Gus Edwards was the dude before that injury. He just had
Nah, it was
tear-
J.K.
tears
Dobbins,
ACL
but
the day
it
after.
was J.K.
It would've
Dobbins.
been-
Well,
it
yeah,
would've
but
been a one-year
he was already
rental.
injured.
Yeah,
No, he was already
No,
injured.
yeah, he was the dude after J.K. got hurt. Yeah. But that Mac Jones one, come on, man. You really think
there's a couple
come on.
managers in this league that you could take advantage of. So I'm
And
just
I don't
trying
know
to.
why you
so
keep hitting
you-
me up like I'm one of them.
I'm honestly not trying to. I just get caught
You
up,
just
you know.
got
Like
it.
when you do it for so long, you just keep doing it, kind of thing.
Mm.
So I'd like to apologize. You know,
He doesn't mean that.
I'll put my olive branch out. See, I can send fair trades. I mean, I've traded with other.
And why
I
don't
really
you?
don't think you can. Yeah, I don't think you can. What you got to do is you got to put out like your rankings on the week on how you value players, because your value of your team you think is like 1 to 16
Hold on.
of like your
So,
team, and that's it.
hold
And then everybody else is under.
I asked him for Robbie Anderson just to get a feel for. I do not want Robbie Anderson. I just wanted to see
Right.
what he wanted. He wanted one of my bench running backs who are Chase Edmonds, or Cam Akers. Is Chase Edmonds or Cam Akers Robbie
Again,
Anderson?
look at the attire he chose for this podcast today.
I'm
He's a
looking at it.
bozo. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's a bozo.
Like, you're not getting Chase Edmonds freaking or
That's fine. I got Derek
last-
Carr, so it doesn't
last-
matter.
Last night I received a text message from Griffin Springer, who informed me that he got an offer from Shane Darcy of Tyler Lockett and a second-round pick for Joe Burrow.
you're
So
lying.
foul. You're so foul. It's sick.
Dude,
It's a
Russell
sick
Wilson
minute.
might not even be
I
the
just-
quarterback.
Hold
You're
on.
sick.
I just send it out, just get a feel for it.
Do you not think when you press send?
I actually didn't
Yeah, why don't
actually
you-
send the offer. I didn't send the offer. I just texted it to him. I was just like, hey, how would lock it in a second rounder feel? And he said
Joe
no.
Burrow is
I'll
like
just
fine.
Joe Burrow is like a top quarterback. What are you gonna do with the second round pick? Shove it up your ass? Like, what are you gonna do with it, man?
Ian, you missed the trade offer. It was Tyler Lockett and a second rounder for Joe Burrow.
Deal.
All right,
Hey,
Shane, you got
shout out-
somebody.
That was a Shane
Shout out-
trade, I assume.
Yes.
Obviously.
Hey, shout out
Not a
Griffin.
formal
that,
offer, just
That Brandon
Ian-
Ayuk trade, I think, definitely helped me win a championship. Shout out,
Ian,
Griff.
Ian, while you were in the league, did you receive any
No, it was
trade
Cooper
offers
Kupp, my boy.
from Shane?
Shane had such a unique reputation that I thought it was in my best interest just to steer clear. I'm not.
I actually don't think I sent Ian a trade offer.
No.
It's
But I was
reasonable.
I was the worst owner in the league, so. Yeah.
Well,
According
you,
to
you had a
Shane.
lot of young guys, which the team unfortunately. is
Yeah,
not
you
blown
don't have
up,
those young guys
but-
anymore. I have them, bro.
I
I got
don't,
like.
I don't have a team, man. I am free. No one's sending any PDFs or Google Sheets to me, bro. I am.
Bro. Come on, man. Ian, you gotta stay
Yeah.
up with the league, bro. You gotta stay up with it. Come on.
No, you eventually
That's-
get to a point in leagues with Shane where it's like he knows not to text you some stupid shit because it's just gonna get ignored, and that's why Shane doesn't really ask me for trades animore because he knows I'm gonna say no. 'cause
Shane, do you
they're
have?
always
I don't know
bad.
if Shane asked me for a lot of trades. I don't remember.
I think the only trade offer I sent to Shane was I put the Patriots defense earlier in the year, probably like week 3 or 4,
Yeah,
on the trade
they're
block.
pretty good.
and he was interested. So I asked for like a second
Damn,
round
Shane, you
pick.
could have won the. Hey,
Fine,
Shane could have
man.
won the chip with that Patriots defense.
It was something with the Patriots defense. It
Kev,
didn't
we
go
have some
through.
trades to discussions to get through. We'll get somewhere. I got to get to that message. I just got to think. I didn't want to.
I just can't believe the new owner's
still
not on the
thinking
call.
on it.
No, you're
Yeah,
good.
we.
Oh, no worries. I'm sure he's gonna see
guy's
this and
electric.
I'm sure he's gonna demand to be on next week.
Electric is a
He
great
does.
word.
He does keep the chat, dude. He keeps the chat bumping. I ain't gonna lie. I
guy's
gotta
electric.
respect that.
I think he's like the perfect replacement for me. He's everything.
Yeah,
I
he's
want.
just like
It's
you.
fantastic.
Well, again, he
Just
came like we talked about last week. He came in and within 48 hours, he completely just flipped your team.
Respect.
I like the aggressiveness, though.
He said he's taken over and he wants the team to be in his image, not my image.
Mhm.
That's fine. I'll
So
take
he's making-
Stafford.
Yeah, I'll take AJ Brown and James Robinson. I mean,
I like-
I'm cool with
Hey,
this.
I like Justin Jefferson. He's pretty good.
Yeah,
I
I'm
had
just
all
mad
those
I
guys.
didn't get in on it.
yeah. You don't have them anymore. They're far gone.
Hey Shane, are you
That's
still trying to
far
trade
gone.
people with Rashad Penny, or is that finally
Yes,
done?
he is. He is.
I haven't
still
tried. I
is?
haven't tried trading anybody.
Yeah,
In
yeah, I
at least
want-
2 days. Yeah.
Dude, he's a second
Yeah,
2
stringer.
days.
Like, what?
First off, I've not offered him in any trade. So
Is that true?
All right.
I don't know.
I've
He
been
hasn't
hearing,
sent- he
I've been
hasn't sent me
hearing,
that.
I've been hearing
Bye,
from people
Ian.
that
Guys,
Rashad
bye, Ian.
Penny has
see, Ian.
been in trade offers. Peace.
They
Yeah,
have
I
not.
haven't gotten anything.
He is not. I actually want to keep him. So
Ooh.
Wait, how
Kevin
about-
has.
wait, what-
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Finish.
No, I was gonna say Kevin's been exaggerating the truth a little bit in
Ooh,
the chat. So
whoa.
Oh wow.
A
Shane,
false
no, I was
narrative.
gonna say.
I got a true
no,
or
and-
false question here for you. Shane, true or false? You got mad the other day because I wouldn't give you Devontae Smith for Jacoby Myers. And so you started like a little rage spell and went, fine, we get it. All your players are gods. And we have to give up an arm and a leg for them. And then stopped replying to me.
Did you
Okay,
really
I
try to
didn't get-
trade Jacoby
I didn't
Myers
get-
for Devontae Smith?
I didn't get mad. First off, but also, yeah, you think your team is like 1 through 30, all of them are gods.
Who do you think Jacoby
and-
Myers is?
Shane, you're coming for my
He's a
starters
he's
and
a
want to give
number
me
two.
bench
Jacoby
players.
Myers is.
Top 30 wide
Again,
receiver.
hold- And that's my issue. If the Patriots fan, the guy that watches them the most out of everyone, says that he's not good,
Jacoby
that's-
Myers is not a touchdown guy. He doesn't even get touchdowns, doesn't he? Wasn't he like the longest drought of touchdowns?
oh yeah, didn't he go like 5 seasons without a
He
touchdown?
Yeah.
gets receptions. That's all you need. It's PPR.
Yeah, but Devontae Smith is going to be better.
You don't know. Jalen
Yeah.
Hurts isn't a passer.
What? He's a quarterback. What do you mean he's not a passer?
Well, he's more of a running style quarterback.
Okay, but you still throw the ball.
Sure.
Like Deshaun Watson, Lamar Jackson, yeah, they run, but they also pass.
So
Yeah.
to Shane's point, Devontae Smith had 64 receptions compared to Jacoby Myers, who had 83.
Oh,
But-
yeah, Kevin, get on
but
that now.
hold on,
20,
hold on,
19 more
Hold on, hold on.
receptions.
But Jacoby Myers only had 866 yards and 2 touchdowns. Devontae Smith had 916 and 5 touchdowns
as a rookie.
He does
As a-
get
yeah,
more
as a
touchdowns.
rookie.
with a guy who doesn't
Mm.
pass.
Yeah,
No,
that's true.
one of the all-time moves is after I get Dalvin Cook, Shane texting me. So, what do you like? What can I have for Madison? I said, Shane, I didn't even tell you I wanted Madison. Yeah, you should trade for him. You should trade for him. I didn't even text him anything about him. He was like, come on,
Hey,
man.
I
What's
did do
the
that.
price? Yeah, and
Oh,
I thought,
he-
what
might
are
want
you
his backup.
talking about?
I thought
Hold on,
you might want his
wait,
backup.
hold on.
I mean,
how he goes,
Shane's looking out for
hold on.
you.
I like
But
how
Shane's
Shane,
looking out for you at least.
I like how Shane goes, oh yeah, I did do that. Shane, everything we've said, you've done. Like there's
You've done all
there's
of it.
no
We're not
some
making
things
this
have
up.
exaggerated. Some things have been exaggerated for sure. But
Like what?
something last week when you guys were talking last week. Damn, I forgot.
Yeah, so exaggerated.
No, I'll bring
You're
it
so
up.
exaggerated, he forgot it.
It was like half truth, half lie. Kind of.
Oh, okay, all right. All right. Respect.
I'm sure of it.
Hey,
Kevin, how was your workout? Did you get a
It's
workout?
great.
It's a good workout then.
Yeah, I can't move.
What seat you got the UC right now? Who are they playing?
Yes. I don't know.
Man,
Is it hold on? Is it your photo?
What? Oh,
your
don't
f-
start this. No, we're not going into this right
Or
now.
did they get that from Google Images?
Actually, no. I was
No,
legitimately.
this is my background.
no,
I'm at home right now. I don't know.
I was legitimately asking. I wasn't trying to get into that whole thing. I was just asking, is that your photo or not?
Well, it's saved to my computer, so it is now.
That's true. Yeah, he
like-
owns the
that's
rights to it now.
That's like NFTs.
Yeah, you want
screenshot
a
it,
picture
then
of
it's
the
yours.
United Center?
Shane, I
All
have
right, Shane, I'm-
$30 in fob money and Damien Harris from
Ooh.
the Patriots for Zeke. So let's get it done and let's move on.
Wait, Shane
Because-
also did text me when Jamar Chase was on a bye week, and I think DK was too. He saw my starting lineup and just texted me, assuming that I needed a receiver. I was like, Shane, I'm good on receivers. He's like, I definitely think you need a receiver. And then he texted me like 2 minutes later, oh wait, I didn't realize you still have DK and Jamar Chase.
Yeah,
I did
he
mess up
loves
on
looking
that.
out. He loves telling people what they need without them
Shane,
even
what
saying.
do I need? Go on my team. What do I need?
I don't do that. I just
No, go ahead.
You've done it
Bro,
twice. There's 2 examples we just said.
the
You
match.
what do-
I just thought you would want.
I could use some help. Well, I got second place. That's not good enough. I could use some help.
No, I think you finessed a couple people in the off season. So
I'll be honest. I do not. None of these offers that were accepted, I didn't offer. So I'm pulling your.
I didn't even
your
offer. I didn't even offer the AJ Brown trade.
I
It was
didn't
offered
either.
To me.
I
didn't either.
won't.
I didn't
I
offer
won't.
it either.
Again, as we can all see, I think Cody's values are just as whack as Shane's.
He just
I
wants his Packers players, man.
Again, Noah, you were on the PlayStation call when he literally offered me a first, second, and third rounder for James Conner.
He did.
See, but I'd rather have him overpay us than Shane trying to, do the opposite.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, that's true. No, he's true.
And then call us Matthew Berry when we say no to his god awful trade.
I mean, it's your guys' opinions, but you're not like fantasy experts. So
I know, but there's like 12 people who have one opinion and then your opinion, right? So like
Sure.
maybe one of
and
us
I'll
are
stick
right.
with my opinion.
But
He's
Shane,
got one vote for yes. Stop the count.
but Shane, aren't you also then a Matthew Berry if you're giving your own opinions?
That's what I'm
Ooh.
saying. And then if yours is over the value
Sigmund
of 11
Freud
dudes.
over here. Like you're not a psychologist. Come on.
Okay, well,
Reverse psychology?
if 11 dudes think something and Matthew Berry thinks the other thing, and you're taking Matthew
Okay.
Berry's side, then you're
Have you
Matthew
seen the
Berry in
trades
this scenario.
Have you seen the trades that gone down in this league? So the 11 dudes that are in this league.
Have you seen the ones that you have offered people? Was my point. Like,
Yes,
you looked at
I'm
them?
trying to finesse. I get it.
I'm trying to
you. All right.
finesse.
That's all I needed to hear. Then I don't
Truth
know
is
why
out.
we were.
Not,
Thank
All right,
not,
nobody make trades with him. He's trying to finesse.
Cancel the
Yeah,
league.
literally, that's what I just
not
heard.
all of them though are bad. I think
No, they all are.
No, like that one I just sang. I don't think is bad.
It's better.
It's
It's
one of the
better. It's
it's one of the better
It's
ones
better.
you've sent. Yeah, you're getting somewhere. You're heading in the right direction. Maybe
Well,
adding
okay,
maybe
I
adding a
have a
fifth
question.
rounder. Hey, maybe adding a fifth rounder. Spice things up.
Oh yeah, like when I tell him, oh yeah, Kevin's gonna trade me a first rounder for Clyde Edwards-Helaire. If you want to offer me something different, go ahead. He just offers me a first and a fifth. Like
What is a fifth gonna do?
He's so annoying.
What is a fifth gonna do? You gotta
just
cut
thought
him a week after you draft him.
It's more than what Kevin offered you. So I don't know.
but you're 2 picks further, so like even like adding the fifth
So
doesn't
yeah,
do
the
any
fifth
good.
does not equal 2 first-round slots.
I have a question
Is,
for
any,
Shane.
is the first? Oh, go ahead.
Oh.
Oh,
For me,
So, yes, if I accept your trade, what does that do for my team? How do I positively gain
Good
anything
question.
from that?
no, he
Zeke's
just said he's
better
trying
than
to
David
finesse.
Montgomery.
No, he said he's trying to finesse.
Well, let's see if he can work his way out of this one.
Okay,
Zeke's better to me. Zeke's better than David Montgomery.
but
And
Dave Montgomery's younger.
For how many more years will that be a
okay,
thing?
so
It's a
What?
dynasty league. We got to remember that.
One's gonna have a whole new coaching system. He could get used more.
or
Mm,
less.
or less. Oh,
less.
got him, Shane. Good job.
Okay, all right, Shane.
And then
all
you
right.
have- Smith, which I get he's a rookie, and I mean they did put up similar numbers, but he's a little bit better. I'll admit it.
Okay,
Well,
a little
so
bit.
will 99% of the population admit it. That yes.
So like I think that evens out for trade wise.
So at the very best, it's a dead wash for me.
It's
And
a dead
taking more
wash
of
for
the risk, to be honest. And taking more of the risk.
It's a
Right.
dead wash and riskier for Kevin, but it seems like
How is
for
it
sure.
riskier? How's it
Because he's
riskier?
getting an older. Because he's getting an
Zeke is
older running
older
back and a. Yeah.
with Tony Pollard as well, and Jacoby Myers is actually a horrible receiver. So I mean, that
That's your
pretty
opinion,
much-
though.
He
You
can
can't-
barely no. I can show you. He doesn't run the routes correctly. There's been plenty of times he doesn't run the correct route. He can barely catch the ball. He just gets a lot of targets because he's the only guy that they have, or besides the
That's
two
true.
tight ends.
I cannot
and they
name you the
go to
number two.
backfield.
Their number 2 receiver is probably Hunter Henry, and he's a tight end.
They don't have both the
Kendrick
tight ends
Bourne.
are basically 1 and 2.
Kendrick
Yeah.
Bourne.
There you go. That's all I need. That's all you need to say. That's it. That's it. The guy sucks. He sucks.
Kendrick Bourne, wide receiver number 2.
He had that
Oh,
quick in his
bro.
notes to use as a rebuttal because he knows Jacoby Myers sucks.
Is that what he's
then-
looking
yeah,
at
what
right
about-
now?
No, I
Bourne.
don't.
So here's the thing. So like going into like next season, Devontae Smith will still probably be the wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2 in Philly. There's a chance that New England gets like 3 new receivers in free agency, and then Jacoby
They
Myers.
could
like
get
the
Calvin
wide-
Ridley.
Okay,
Then he
the
becomes,
Eagles
like,
can
wide
do the
rec-
same thing. The Eagles can go out and go get wide receivers too.
But they're not going to be as good as
The
Devontae
Eagles-
Smith.
And the Eagles do
How can
already
you say
have
that?
some receivers. Jalen
But you
Reagor's
c-
pretty
but-
good and young. It's just riskier. That's all we're saying. I mean, it could go either
What's
way.
the price
I
for
guess, but,
Trubisky?
Nah, he's untradeable.
He's untradeable. Okay, all right. I'm just asking.
out of
He's
every
starting
guy.
next
Cooper
year.
Cup off my hands. Come get Cooper Cup
He's
off
starting
my
Yeah,
hands.
next year.
Trubisky for Cooper Cup. 1-on-1, baby.
Come get him off
That's
my
fair.
hands.
That is something that Shane would probably offer.
Nah,
I don't want Cooper
Mike-
Cup either.
Mike, has he made an offer for Cooper Cup at all?
No.
Has
Shane
anybody
doesn't
made an
really
offer
ask
for
me
Cooper Cup?
Shane doesn't really ask me anything because he knows that I'm gonna know if his trades.
I
are
asked you about
garbage, and
Gabriel
then-
Davis.
Gabriel Davis.
Yeah,
you didn't
and I
answer me.
said no. I said 8 first-round picks.
No, and then I was like, I don't think.
Yeah,
have
I
enough
don't.
of
What's the
those.
problem?
All right, hold
You know,
on.
I said,
Shane,
you have a good team. Go get picks.
Shane, is Gabriel Davis better than Jacoby Myers?
What in God's name is this
No.
commercial?
No, okay.
I'll take Madison for Gabriel Davis.
I'll consider it.
Why do you want Gabriel
There it
Davis?
There it is. We just had a
Hold
good
on,
trade.
let
There
me-
it is. What are
Hold
we
on,
talking about?
Hold on, let me look up Gabriel Davis' stats. What am I missing something? I sat
No,
next
he
to his
started-
girlfriend during
no,
the
he
Dolphin
started
game.
balling. He
Oh,
started
now you
balling out.
definitely want him.
Did you really?
I did sit next to his girlfriend, yeah. wife.
She
I don't know.
good-looking?
She's pretty decent. Yeah. Let's see.
Oh,
This year,
now Shane really wants Gabriel Davis.
this year
Priorities.
he had 35 receptions, 549 yards, and 6 touchdowns.
6
It's only his
touchdowns.
second year, though. It's only his second year. He's only 22
Hey, you might want to
years
up the
old.
price there. 6 tutties? Okay.
I already told him what I wanted, and he said I'll consider it. So
Which means it's going to be
that's
a
it.
no.
Don't throw no picks. Don't do none of that.
He's
it.
gonna he's gonna rebuttal and he's gonna ask
Picks
for
are
10
so
times more.
overrated. Picks are overrated. I don't fuck with picks.
I think it's overrated depending on what league you're in. I think our league we're gonna try to make them overrated. In normal dynasty leagues, like they're actually like super valuable and people like absolutely.
Yeah, because people will be watching these college. No, I don't watch college. I don't need these picks.
All right. Meanwhile,
Spoiler.
okay, Madison had 134 rushes, 491 yards, 3 tutties, and then had 32 receptions, 228 yards, and 1 touchdown receiving.
I'll uphold it. I'll uphold it.
It's pretty.
That
pretty
means-
even
that means it goes
wash,
through.
especially considering the team. I already have a wide receiver, and I already have Dalvin Cook as a running back, so the backup helps, and I already have.
It's
Stephon
good.
Diggs,
It's
so
good to
that's
have the
pretty-
handcuffs.
Yeah, pretty good for me.
Handcuffs.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, for you.
You're the one that asked me.
Yeah, I was gonna
So,
say
you
you're the
fuck
one
you
that
up.
just. Yeah.
You asked for Gabe Davis. You offered Madison. He didn't really. ask for
You
him,
told me I wanted somebody.
I
And so there's-
asked if you wanted them. I
and
asked
so
what
there's
the price
and
would be if you
so
wanted
there's
one.
a 1-for-1 deal. It seems pretty fair to me.
Spoiler alert! I'm
Shane's
using my
not
first
winning
round
by
pick
enough, he
draft.
won't accept.
Whoever the Patriots get, whoever the Patriots draft, I am drafting with my.
What if it's a
first round
defenseman?
pick.
What if it's
Ziggy, can we open up any type of possibility for a defensive player? If not, then I'm trading the pick the night of the draft because there's no point.
I tried. I'll be honest. I tried picking up a defensive player as a meme, and it didn't let me.
It won't let you
Well,
know.
No, I tried.
Well,
I tried
Mike, what
to.
if-
I forgot
well-
who I tried to pick up.
Well, Mike, what do they pick an offensive guy in like the second round?
Nikhil Harry.
Well, I assume a lot of the big offensive guys. I think there'll be probably 9. I think there'll probably be like 6 in the first round, and then the second round guys would be like 7, 8, and 9. To be honest, so I feel like it's not an offensive heavy draft. So a lot of the like big
It's
name
not.
dudes are going to be gone. Like the first, probably honestly, the first 2 rounds of a draft will be gone in 7 picks. My guess. I don't know. I don't know how this shit works. I'm just guessing.
You know, honestly, it's just going to be a huge run on quarterbacks. I think after a while, there's just going to be like 10 quarterbacks taken that they probably have no value.
That's why I get rid of one of my picks, bro. I don't need them.
Hey, I'll take them.
I don't have any.
I know.
You want?
right,
Do you want the ones in
Here,
2024?
Kevin, I'll send you. I'll send you.
Oh,
we're
a
gonna have a
live
live
trade
trade.
here?
All right, let's see. Let's see
Oh,
what Shane's going to
yes.
offer. We can
Why don't
already
you send
judge
me
it
the one
right
I
here.
want?
Yeah. Why not?
Why not? We just all agreed that was fair, and you are the one that asked me earlier today. So
There you go,
let's
Kevin.
cook. I don't understand. the
I'll
issues.
add some picks for you.
Oh,
Oh,
So it's the
brother.
same trade as before, except he added a 4th and a 5th rounder.
Okay,
oh,
so
get this
Kevin,
guy to
you
leave.
wipe your ass with those picks.
I wouldn't even do that.
at that rate, I would just go back to the first trade and just do that, not to even have the 4th and 5th rounders.
True.
I just pass on those.
Yeah.
They're gonna get cut, so might as well just like.
I'm just wondering when people are going to counter. Like you could counter a trade.
Shane, I don't think
instead-
anyone wants them.
Yeah, but
There's
if you
no-
make
there's
a
no-
trade
there's
that's
nothing
so ass, no one wants to counter. That's the point.
Was that trade so ass?
It was. I mean,
Hold on, let Kevin answer.
Avs.
Kevin,
It's
what do you?
just
Those are your players.
So-
What do you think, Kevin?
Here, I'll explain why I won't counter. So you ever go to a restaurant and they just bring you out food that's so vile, and you're like, I can't eat this. So like, oh, you want me to bring something else? No, my appetite's ruined. I don't want any food now.
a good analogy there.
It's like when your trade's that bad, I don't
Yep.
want to trade anyone to you.
Yep.
See,
It's a
but the
great
thing is,
analogy.
You,
Trades, I
you've
just sent it
also offered me bad trades. So
Oh,
Yeah, it's a
let's hear it.
dog eat dog world.
What kind of bad trades?
Let's hear it. Yeah, because I'll just throw them right back.
But also, Shane, I just sent you the
He's
trade, so
looking.
accept it so we can go to the league vote.
also, the voting system is
Oh my god!
It needs some
Dude,
work.
I
know I didn't respond to your text. I realize that, but
I asked everyone individually. I had a few
I
answers.
said the outside sources.
We did two different systems, and here we are. We landed on this one.
Is there a way on Sleeper that you can set like a time limit on the?
Why do you need it? You don't need a time limit.
Accept it.
Why?
Accept it. It's right there.
What, hold on, wait. Here, Mike. Hold on. We can. Oh, we're gonna spotlight you.
Or like,
Oh,
is
go
there?
ahead.
Oh God, it's so.
Yeah, so bro, what is this? Is this 280p?
So blurry.
Accept
the
it.
hell?
I'm on my work computer. Accept it.
Accept it. Nah, do it.
All right, so Shane,
You're the one that
Shane,
asked me.
Shane, what's your solution?
I don't know. Like for how like ESPN, like you can vote on it and then in
You
a
also
certain
do that on
amount of
Sleeper.
in a certain amount of period of time, right?
Well,
But
yeah,
with-
all the trades that go through. There's a 2-day period, but the problem is that we all vote within 2 hours.
Right.
But we don't all vote. That's
why. Well,
But it
that's why.
doesn't matter if everybody
if there's
votes when the majority is already set.
because
I think.
and then like
Shane
the
is saying-
timing because that
Oh, my
AJ
bad, go
Brown
ahead.
trade, if
Oh yeah, if I could have fleeced them, but the time limit.
well, it definitely should have been vetoed, but at the same time, the way the league was run for a certain period of time, it ran. Sorry,
Mhm.
I know you're at JJC now. You're taking English classes there.
Dude, you don't. That's first grade grammar, bro.
Go on with
you
it.
don't,
Go
you
ahead.
gotta go to
There's
college for that.
There's just
Go on
different
with
time
it.
limits for how long the trades were completed
Okay,
or
well-
canceled or.
All right, well, Shane, like I mentioned, I'm sorry, I do have a life, and I was at work, so I couldn't
No,
attend to your trade issues.
No, commish.
Okay, but
I
here's
get it.
no. Here's the point I tried making to him. The trade was already at like 6 vetoes to uphold. So the
Yeah, even if
majority
everybody
was already
upheld,
stated.
yeah,
That's
if everyone
the
have
point.
upheld,
And
it's over.
And that is how the
'Cause-
league has been with every single trade is on a majority. That's what I've
Mhm.
told you.
'Cause I
But no
think
matter
when I
what the time
texted-
frame is.
And I
Because
told,
when
and
I
I
texted,
go ahead,
Go ahead.
Shane. No, go ahead.
because when
I
I
want you to
texted,
explain.
I don't know if I texted Ziggy first or you, Mike, but it was at 3 votes to uphold, 4 to veto. But the way we were doing it, I thought it was 6 votes, the majority.
Okay, 2 hours later, how many people was it to veto though?
Well, yeah, after Noah says, "Oh, I could give you more," or "Oh, that trade,"
And I did.
Yeah, but you can't.
Oh? Why not?
Like,
We literally do it. We're just letting this trade go through. We letting Ziggy's trade go through. You said that multiple times in this.
no,
league.
I
to multiple
get
trades.
that, but I'm not in the chat saying, "Oh, I'll give more," or like, you know what I mean? Because then
Okay, are we
then,
letting this
'cause then-
slide? That's also bad.
Hold on, hold on. That's not factual because I mean, you literally were like the forefront runner of why my trade had to be redone twice because you're like, oh, he's barely giving up anything. He's barely giving up
which trade?
the one I did with Felipe just to move up 1 pick or 2 picks.
Yeah.
Oh, I was
Like,
for
you
sure
were-
just giving you shit because
But
that's
that's what I'm saying though. So if you're saying if Noah can't do it, then you can't do it.
Right.
But I'm not in the chat saying I could offer more for this guy so that that kind of
Well,
like
okay, well,
defeats
hold
the
on.
purpose.
But it doesn't. If the trade already
I
goes
don't even know
through,
I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what he's talking about.
well, no.
That doesn't
So,
matter anyway.
okay,
The people who are in the trade can't vote, so it doesn't matter even
that's-
if they
They,
vote
they still
more.
do vote.
But
No, they
that's
don't.
why-
But
but-
this
no,
was
no,
that's the
this was
point.
before
but
the
that's-
rule change though.
But again, that's why I always said I needed at least 6 votes to veto. But my point being though, still with with your case about how people are like, oh, I can offer you more. I can offer you more. If the trade's already happened, it's irrelevant because unless it is vetoed, they can't give more. And so why would
Right.
if Noah's saying I can give you more, why would everyone be
But
like, oh, let's veto so that Noah can do the same trade but give him more now?
Because
Right.
Cody then went in and vetoed the trade himself, and then probably asked other people to veto it. You know what I'm saying? You see how that
I
can
mean,
go?
Kevin and Mike, did he ask you guys to veto or?
No, he didn't. But
I
I'm trying to
vetoed it
still
because I
figure
looked
out.
at it.
No,
But-
because I'm
but
still trying
can
to
you
figure
see
out.
how
There
it
was
can go though.
Yeah, but do you understand that at no point was it a majority to uphold your trade whatsoever? Not one point in that at
So
all.
this
that's what I'm
argument
saying. It
is
should be a
so we're
majority
arguing
every
nothing.
single-
The trade got vetoed, so
Nothing.
this argument really doesn't make any sense. But
But in the
Bro, what are you
future,
talking
it's
about
supposed to be
it?
based on a majority.
I'm just
That's what I
explaining
asked. That's what I told them already.
my explanation for how I think the trading system is a little wavery.
All right, so then again, so Shane, then I ask, what do you want? Do you want a time period? It's fine. We just let every trade sit there for 2 straight days. It won't make a difference because it's going to get to the same result.
Yeah, it'll just sit at it'll sit at the
He doesn't
same
know what he
vote and
wants.
just
He
sit
just
there.
wants attention.
No, he just wants to
Shut
finesse
up.
people. He just wants to finesse
He
people.
wants time to pass and people not to look at an app, and then a trade goes through because they didn't vote. That's what he wants.
No, I want people to vote. Maybe that's what that's what I'm trying to
Well,
say.
your vote will be to veto. They're
But I
never
don't
good
think-
trades.
I don't
they
think
will
it
be
should be
vetoed.
unanimous though.
But
I think it should be mandatory. You have to vote in a day.
Well, hold on,
That's what I
hold
told.
It's usually how it is.
on. Well, first off, that is usually
Because
everyone does check
unanimous.
the app.
I mean, all it takes is one person that. I mean, there's a couple of managers that don't really know Dynasty or don't really pay attention to fantasy football, and they'll uphold anything. So
I won't lie. I'm not going to name names here. I won't name drop, but I had one person tell me they vetoed that first trade. They were going to uphold it, but they saw that everyone else vetoed, so they just went with the rest of the group.
Love
Sounds
that.
like a Felipe answer.
which trade?
Love that move.
My first trade with Felipe.
Yeah.
Love that move.
That was me.
There you go.
I don't want to get attacked, bro.
I do the same shit sometimes too, though.
I was like, it's 7-0. I was like, it's 7-0 to veto. I'm like, am I missing something? I'll just veto.
Yeah, who cares? That's part of it. It is what it is. It's not like
because if there's one uphold, it's still unanimous, right?
Yeah, it's not like, dude, it's not like everyone's like, oh, let's make sure this guy doesn't win a trade or get better. No one, like, there's not a villain in the league that everyone's ganging up on.
Yeah,
it's not.
I'm not trying.
Whether
I'm
you
not
think
trying
it is
to
or
say,
not, I'm just.
No, I'm not trying to say that. I'm just saying like there's some trades that can go through just because somebody doesn't really. I don't know. The value people see value differently, and
all right. Well, and this is because Shane, I know you did bring this up to me because you're like, why did
all
this
from
one
the Tyler Boyd trade?
Well, because Shane, I know you texted me. You're like, well, why did that one trade go through? It only had 4 votes. This one only had whatever it may be. And again, like I've already explained, you can see who sees everything on Sleeper. And when I see all 9 little circles that show everyone's profile picture, that shows they looked at the messages. And I literally always make a message, vote or else the trade will go through in the next half hour. If they don't choose to vote, that's not me. I take that as a vote to uphold.
Oh, I don't know about that because I have seen some times where it's like a trade has 4 vetoes and 1 uphold, but there's 12 people that saw it. So then you're saying that would uphold then? Because now I disagree and I'm on Shane's point then. Because I feel like that should be a veto.
But hold on. But Mike, no. I don't throw them through. I tell them, I make the announcement that I will push them through. I say to vote, go vote so that we can move on. But then if they see the message and just don't. If they see the message and don't care, then I take that as a sign of okay, they don't care about the trade. They think it's a fine trade. That's how I take it. That's how I interpret.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Because like I would agree if it's like 4 vetoes and 1 uphold, and then 5 people voted, but everyone saw it, and then that got.
Oh well, like I said, the only way I go through with the uphold, I had to have at least 3 to uphold because I don't know if the 2 involved uphold. So I always have to make sure there's at least 3.
Oh, then yeah, I'm good with that. Good with me.
3 or at least, or if someone verbally tells me, like I think Noah told me, like he upheld the last trade, and so like if I know the 1 vote is him, then I know someone upheld it.
All right, and in that note, I'm the Dynasty champion, and I'm probably gonna win 2 in a row. So.
Oh, hold on now.
Dude, Cooper Kupp ain't gonna have that good of a season. Relax.
Brady's son is coming. No, I'm trading Cooper Kupp for Jacoby Myers.
Oh, good move.
Send it through.
So
good move.
Young,
I'll give you a
man.
second rounder.
And he's
he's young.
Yeah, Mike, you'll get Cooper Kupp for a 5th rounder.
No, I'll get him for like
2023.
Tyreek Hill and a 3rd round pick as a move that Shane would probably offer. I mean, they're like the same guy.
And you get a third.
Wait, hold on. Wait, I was about to say, Mike. I literally was about to say he's going to definitely make the argument that's a fair deal.
He thought about it already. I saw him in the corner. That's why he's sick. He's sick in the head.
Nah, I'm keeping Tyreek Hill. I like him.
He beats one.
But he's available.
All right, on that
trade.
I was gonna wait. Is it? Wait, hold on. You like him, bro? He lost you. He lost. You had like 3 points in that game against.
Well, hold on.
me.
Wait.
Shane just said he likes being mediocre.
Hold on, but wait. I think he's. I believe he's on the trade block. Is he not?
I'm gonna hate him.
I like him, and I don't want to trade him, but I put him on the trade block.
Is he on the
But
trade
he's,
block?
but he's also available for trade.
I'm looking if he. Yeah, I don't see him on the trade block.
All right. On that note, let's call it. Let's call
Not,
it. Good
nope.
podcast.
Perfect.
Tyreek Hill's not on the trade block.
Kevin, we're gonna have to
Me and Kevin will get a trade done.
No,
It will happen.
Kevin,
It will happen.
Kevin, we'll bring you on the podcast next week. You get your time to shine next week. Shane had his time. It's your time next week.
Hey, if you say so.
I just want to say one last thing. Mitch Trubisky, we'll see you next season, baby.
Yeah, I'm getting out of here. I'll see y'all later.
We'll see you next season.
Folks,
Yeah,
we'll
on that
see you guys.
note, I'll see you later.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here.
See you, folks.